Post time here on Photo Finish Live. Major race. And away they go here in the Pinnacle Championship. And it's King Roger from in between horses who shoots out to lead along with Maccabi Lefty. And it's Molly Quirk also up there with the top trio. And it's FOMO again down at the rail. Back up to third, fifth place, that's Nero. And it's Franck in sixth here with about 5 to make up from the early leader. As they head to the opening turn, quarter in the books, 23 and change. We're heading 5 furlongs, left turning on the dirt, blinking it's over. And
What's up, my Omi homies and fellow horse racing fans? It's time for Saturday night at the races, and the third time derby is going down in about 6 minutes. Shout out to all the homies that are here. Shout out to my race caller, the one and only Mo Knowz. What's up, Mo? How are you feeling tonight?
Yo, what up, all? What up, chat? Happy Fool's Day. Last Fool's Day with Monopoly money. And in light of the celebration here tonight, I put together a quick poem I'd like to share with everybody.
Oh, boy.
It's called Final Fool's Day by Mo Knowz. On Fool's Day, in fields so green, new life emerges, a sight unseen. Tiny hooves and a curious stare, a baby horse so pure and rare. Softly nickering to its mother, nuzzling close like no other. Innocence and grace in each step, a wondrous sight one can't forget. Fool's Day brings joy to all, a new beginning, a hopeful call. As nature's bounty comes to play, we welcome the baby horses on this special day. Happy Final Fool's Day, everybody.
Let's go. That's a chat winner right there. I'm going to give you the chat winner gift on that one, Mo. That was a great poem for Fool's Day. Unfortunately, this is not the most exciting Fool's Day we ever had because it's kind of like the last Fool's Day. So the foals that you breed today will never get to race, so it's not going to be too exciting. Knowing my luck, I'll get like a SS minus today or something. But shout out to Mo. That was an awesome poem for Fool's Day. The chat is loving it. Shout out to Dennis O'Connor is here. Ronnie Light came in with all his clones to give me some extra likes. I appreciate you, bro. Good luck tonight if you guys are racing. We got Space Tip Ben here. We got True Stoner here. We got Jeff in the house. Mo Knowz is. Well, of course, Mo Knowz is here. All right, guys. It's almost time for the third time derby. Starts in 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And then, like we said, it's Fool's Day. So I'll check my stable to see what kind of foals I bred. And I do have maybe 4 horses that are actually going to be able to race for the first time. And I just got done naming them all. That was kind of tough. I finally got all 4 of them named, so I should be able to race them all. And I got a lot of my horses in races tonight, so I'll be racing a lot. I wasn't able to get my best horse into a race tonight, unfortunately, which is named Mo Don't Even Know. But I did get Hot Sauce into a real money race. It starts at 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, I'm the only horse in that race right now, so hopefully we'll get a few more horses and we'll be able to watch a real money race tonight. And hopefully I'll win it also. But let's check the horses that were able to qualify for the third time derby for this season. Every season has a third time derby series with qualifying races that you can earn points in order to qualify for this final derby race. And you can see here the points that these horses have earned. We got Lagunas here in the 1 spot from Wimbledon in GVT Turf. We got Bartoli from Golden Stables, Red Rocks from McWacky Racers, Bamba from Golden Stables, Cash in the Bank from Solonite Stables. We got Victorious Elf from Big Brain Stables, Mysterious Ways from Secretariat Stables. We got Cubicle from Big Brain Stables, Waterloo Sunset from Secretariat. We got Le Chebu from Big Brain Stables, Red River Hustler from Sunnyvale Racing. And one thing you want to notice, these are the top horses of the season. Notice how all of them have a lot of stars in the right turf area. And not all of them necessarily have a lot of stars here in this third category on preferences. And Mo's been talking about that a lot. A lot of his horses are the same way. Maybe, your horse doesn't necessarily have to be built up in that soft or firm preference to be a winner. We got Independent George from NA Stables. Looks like the favorite here today. We got The Botanist from Big Brain Stables, Raging Storm from Miami Nation, Infinity Quays from Valley Happy. You got Oklahoma Drill from Wolof the Bandito, Bad Vibes from Wimbledon and GVT Turf. We got Ann Dulaman from Big Brain Stables, Acura's F-136 from Valley Happy, and Back in Black from Secretariat and Wolof. I mean, Wimbledon have a lot of horses in this race. It's kind of strange here where they got the money sign here instead of the Derby sign. Did Wimbledon really win $118,000? Because that's USDC. That must be incorrect.
No, there's a bug where if they win real money, it like
All right, switches over.
replaces the Derby. Yeah, for some reason, it's
I was
pulling
like,
the
man,
wrong
he
number.
is crushing it, yo. He's killing it, bro. What's up, Dane K's in the chat? Let's go. Good luck if you guys are in the Derby race. I did not qualify for the Derby race this week. I was in it last week, I believe. I believe it was last week I was in it. But it all depends on the preferences here. And all my horses seem to, are my best horses anyway, seem to prefer right dirt firm. So I always wait for the right dirt series to happen for the third time series so that I can get into the Derby. And last week I got Joker in there, and Joker got second place. So I was pumped on that one. And a big race right at 7. Oh no. Hopefully we don't get rugged on that. Let's see. Yeah, we got the Louisiana Maiden right at 7 o'clock. We got the Discord Memorial. Are you in that one? That's a real money race. That's at 7:01. We got 3 races all starting within 2 minutes. So we could possibly get rugged. That happens sometimes. I'm checking out this real money race that's going down in 2 minutes. The Discord Memorial. I like the name of that. Mo, have you done any real money racing yet?
Very little. I'm broke, man. I'm trying to get money together for so many other things that are not photo finish related right now in my life. But I plan on it. Like I said, I really got to evaluate my barn. I think when the reset happens, I'll definitely start racing, handicaps and allowances and stuff.
Yeah, whenever the reset happens and we're doing all real money races, we'll be able to do handicap races and allowance type races for real money. But right now, all the real money races are like grade 1 and grade 2. So you got to have like an S plus or S tier horse to compete. Shout out to Dane K says Joker is a beast. That is correct. He's kind of old now. He's been struggling lately. He's getting old, needs to be retired, but he's a stallion, so what am I going to do if I retire him? All right, guys, it's time for the third time Derby. Good luck if you're in this race. Here we go.
All right.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, degenerates of all ages, we didn't get rugged. It's time for a major race here on Photo Finish Live. Opening race here for Saturday night the races. Don't forget to hit that like button, chat. And they're off. Giddy up. It's Raging Storm from the outside who runs in front of Cash in the Bank with Bomba not too far off behind. And down at the rail, that's Lagunas with Bartoli on the outside shoulder. And it's Independent George who rounds out the top 6 as we make our way around the clubhouse turn in this 10 furlong right turning affair. Turf is good, smoke is better, and it's Solnot Stables runner Cash in the Bank in the green silks currently holding sway here over Bomba. Another break of 2 on the extreme outside. That's Independent George, followed by Infinity Quays. And it's Acura's F136 out of the 19 hole with Andulaman. There's 20 horses in this race, folks. Pack 'em in tight. Sardines running around the track. Here we go. As they pass the wire for the first time. Half mile and 48 and change. Cash in the Bank, still the one to catch. But he's now got Challenger here on the outside. It's Independent George with awkward eye contact. And with awkward eye contacts come great responsibility. And just like that, it's Independent George now with the lead as Cash in the Bank taps on the brakes. And back on the outside, it's Botanist with Bartoli, who look to advance here on the backstretch. And Andulaman is also showing interest. And in 6, that's Acura's F136, pushed about 9 lengths wide here on the track. But anything could happen here. It's the third time Derby. 3/4 is coming on. The fractions are quick. 1 minute, 12 seconds. But it's Independent George still trying to maintain that lead. But the Botanist has something things in mind. And now it's the Botanist is the one to catch. The Botanist gets clear by 2. Down at the rail, it's Bartoli with that ground-saving trip. Let's see how it plays out, Cotton. But it's Botanist now still with the lead. And down the center of the track, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick a horse, any horse. It's Mysterious Waves. Mysterious Waves now down the center of the track. But hold up, insert coin. Here comes new challenger. He's got company. It's Infinity Quays taking him to the wire. It's going to be close, but it's going to be all Infinity Quays over Mystery Waves and Lagunas.
Shout out to the Valley Happy Ranch, a big friend of the stream, always hanging out with us during streams. Gets the win on the Derby race this week. Congratulations. with Infinity Quays over Mysterious Ways in second place from Secretariat Stables, and Lagunas from Wimbledon and GBT Turf takes third. Infinity Quays is this season's winner of the Derby. Shout out to the Gritty Ones in the chat. We got JOC here. What's up, everybody? Jeff. Jeff has a poem he would like you to read. You have 45 seconds before the next race. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, sure. I call this one Mo Knows Nothing. It's Mo shows that Mo knows I always lose. This game blows. This game was free, but soon as not, butter on a Pop-Tart is always hot. Every race, I'm in last place, in every furlong in every race. That was Mo Knows Nothing by Jeff.
That was pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to lie, just off the top of your head like that, Jeff, you might have a career in the greetings card industry. All right, guys, we got the Love Song Handicap coming up next, a 10 furlong race. Looks like we got 10 horses in this race. If one of those horses are yours, good luck. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
My sound is weird, but here we go. And they're off. Giddy up, it's the Love Song Handicap. And just like that, it's Stink Twice, who runs with Butter in the Ball Bag down at the rail. And Michael Dublé also showed good early speed with this opening trio. Then it's Red Rum, who runs in front of South Dakota Snow. And Calamero's going to round out your top six here as the cavalry makes their way past the wire for the first time. Everybody wave to your leader. It's Butter and Ball Bag. Butter and Ball Bag carrying 1 pound. Not to be outdone here is Think Twice. Think Twice on the 6th path here. Now passes the leader, carrying 7 pounds at 5-1 in the green silks, but not being held back yet as Think Twice now kicks clear from the group by 2. And down at the rail, it's Michael Dublé and Red Rum side by side, mono with Swan. Back for 4th, that's Calamero, who runs alongside South Dakota Snow. Back and forth we go. It's Ben Q. Ben Q's the 6th here as we ran half mile, 49 and change. Slow pace, they're in no hurry. As we make our way down the backstretch here in the Love Song Handicap, 10 furlongs, heading left on the dirt. And Michael Dublé now kicks clear all alone and leaves Red Rum in the dust here down the rail. And back for 3rd on the extreme outside, that's Calamero, who's still content to pace along here on 3rd. But they better get going here soon as 3/4 is come and gone, 1:14. They're running out of real estate, but it's Michael Dublé starting to find another gear as if he needed one. And now opens up on the pack by 7, maybe 8 lengths. And it's South Dakota Snow back from the back of the pack, now advances up into 2nd as they head off the turn. But it's Michael Dublé making it look easy. Into the final 200 meters they go. It's being hand-ridden, but South Dakota Snow, I don't know how often we see it, but in the final 100 meters, it's going to be Michael Dublé with South Dakota Snow and Ben Q. Looks like they're going to round out the top 3, but this was an easy one from Michael Dublé.
Shout out to Rinse Out Racing Stable. Gets a big win here with like a 10 length win. Easily won it. Crushed the entire build. Let's go. We got Ledges in the house. What's up, Ledges? Florida Estate Makeover is here. He said he had his derby hat on, which I thought was cool and everything, but then he said just his derby hat and boots. And I'm like, all right, that's...
Oh, wait, now we're talking. Let me give you that. Slide into them DMs, you know what I'm saying?
Let's not. All right. We got a race coming up. I don't have time to check my stable to see what my new foals look like, and I'm not too worried about it since I probably will never get to race them since the beta version 2 is about to end. So let's get the next race set up. It's the Lewis and Clark allowance. Lewis and Clark, some locals from where I live. We got True Stoner in this race. We got a new stable here I never seen. Nikki 5. Flower Farms has Night Birdie, and Wagon Wheels got a horse named Sweet Corn in this race. It's a 5 furlong race with only 4 horses in it, so it should go fast. Good luck, y'all.
Real quick, my girl's playing the new Hogwarts game. I never realized when she plays video games that she's so intensely playing, she looks like Michael Jordan with her tongue out, and it's hilarious.
All right, it's race time here. Massive 4-horse field here in the Lois and Clark allowance. And they're rolling here, and it's Sweet Corn. Sweet Corn from the break on the inside runs in front of Perlino Rainbow. And it's Night Birdie out for third, and Nags to Riches is going to round out the quartet here. That's right, I actually remember the word I was looking for that time. It's quartet. And there we go, as these four continue to make their way into the opening turn in this 5-furlong left-turning affair on the turf. Perlino Rainbow showing good game here today. Now has a 4-length lead, but Nags to Riches just turned on another gear as Nags to Riches now has their sights set on the lead. But hold up, it's Perlino Rainbow trying to hold steady here into the stretch. But Sweet Corn now pulls off the rail as we pass into the final 100 meters. It's Perlino Rainbow, Sweet Corn on the outside, but Perlino Rainbow down at the rail is going to hold on to win this one over Sweet Corn and Night Birdie.
Perlino gets the win. That's a chat winner, baby. True Stoner Circle. Let's go. Congratulations to True Stoner with the win on the second race of Saturday night at the race. It might have been the third race by now. I'm not sure. They're going fast. It's going to be a lot of back-to-back races tonight. I'm hoping to get a little bit of a break so I can check my stable since it's Foes Day. Yeah, we got 5 minutes, so I got a chance to check my stable and see if I had any new fillies bred. I also have 4 new horses that I'm going to be able to race for the first time tonight if they have some eligible races, so I want to get those horses into races as well. See if we got any new S pluses. We do not, but I do have one of my S pluses that I bred 2 weeks ago going to be able to race for the first time tonight. I decided to name him Quantumania. Kind of it's has to do with the Ant-Man's going on right now. They got the movie. It's kind of a modern a topical name. Let's see. Here's a new horse right here. Yeah, Harley Quinn's foe. It's a filly, and it's an S tier. That's not bad, but the stars aren't perfect on it. Let's see. We got a new horse here. Ika Mouse's foe. We got Cheesy Hair's foe. These are all new horses. Like I said, I won't be able to race them anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. I do want to put in some of these new horses into races. There's one that I named today. Let's see. Chat Winner. That's one of my new horses. One of my A pluses. I'm going to be running her in handicap races. Another horse being able to race for the first time will be Upset. I told you all the story of the actual real horse named Upset last week, I think. And let's see. And I have another horse that was, I wanted to name it Fast AF, but apparently somebody already took that name, Fast AF. So I named it Slow AF. Probably not a good idea, but we're going to call it Slow AF and see if we get her to win some races. And then my other horse is Vader. All right, let's try to get Quantumania into a race tonight. Maybe we'll have some of those juvenile races. Greedy One says Hogwarts Legacy is everything I've been playing since release. Haven't picked up another game. Is it on PlayStation only, Mo? Isn't it?
No, it's on PC too. I don't know if it's on Xbox, but I know it's on PlayStation and PC. Yeah, it's not really my thing anyway, but I have a PS5 and I know my girl wanted to play it, so I'm just going to watch her play it. I might run my own character on a different account, but she's struggling here early on, it looks like.
If it was on Xbox,
game looks good though.
If it was on Xbox, I would play it for sure, but yeah, no, I can't. I don't do PlayStation. I don't do Sony. It's Xbox for life. I made that decision long ago, and I got to stick with it. That was my decision, and now for life, I am the Xbox guy. Now, plus I already have
it's better library, man. PS5, better, stronger library. PS2, PS3, Xbox 360 had the better library, but anything other than that, I don't know, man. It's a hard sell.
Y'all are wild. You're crazy. I mean, didn't Sony get hacked and everybody's information get stolen? I mean, I don't even trust Sony at this point.
Everybody gets hacked. Microsoft's been hacked. Sony's been hacked. Epic Games has been hacked. Steam's been hacked.
Yeah, I think I'm just loyal to the Microsoft brand, I guess.
Just set up authentication, you know what I'm saying? And safeguard yourself, because the world is, internet especially is full of some scary-ass people, man.
Oh, okay. They're letting me know in the chat. It actually is on Series X on Xbox. I got the
old. Oh, this guy.
I got Xbox One. But I have been meaning to upgrade soon.
I think it's on PS4 though too, if I remember correctly. So maybe it's on Xbox One too.
Xbox One too. When does that come out?
I know. Don't get me started on the Xbox naming regime, but
All right, yeah. There's some races that I could possibly get into, but a lot of them are claiming races. I don't want to put my horses into claiming races because I don't want them to get claimed. So I might try to get into some more, but I'm in a lot of races tonight. Let's see what we got coming up next. I think we got 2 minutes. Shout out to VB Dark Links in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, it's multi-platform. Okay, my bad. I didn't know.
How'd you do today, by the way? I tried to get up and fix my schedule for the Lambo drop tomorrow, but I did not wake up for the comic.
Oh yeah, I was up. I streamed it and I went for it. I went ahead and bought one. Comics, they're only 7 gems, so why not just buy one and gamble? Last comic drop was not a good comic either, but I ended up getting an ultra rare and made like more than triple my money. But today we were in comic gang as usual, and I was on the market trying to snipe some good serial numbers. I didn't see anything great to snipe. Number 6969 popped up for a second, and I tried to grab that one at floor price, but somebody beat me to it. So I really didn't do much in the market today. Like you, I'm just getting ready for Lambo, man. It's going down tomorrow.
I was looking at the comic because I was like, first appearance of Ant-Man, right? Like, the same way we talk about first appearance of Barbie. Who cares, right? Like, was there really 500 copies of that sold today out of 10,000? Did I read that right?
Oh, I haven't looked. Only 500?
Yeah, I was doing the math on it. It was like 5.9K left, 2.1K left of the uncommon. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm doing the math here correctly. That's telling me it was like 700 sold or something.
Yeah,
out of 10K. I was like, damn.
Everybody's waiting for the Lambo. I mean, I was surprised that they tried to drop the Chucky's Bride drop for 50 gems right before Lambo. Like, who would pay for that? I mean, even though it's cool looking and everybody likes Chucky, Lamborghini's coming. You got to save your gems for that.
I mean, it's only 70 gems, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you want gems to snipe in the market, or if you don't get it on drop, as a lot of people don't expect to get it on drop, you want to be able to buy one on the market, whichever one you like the best. All right, guys, it's race time for the shoe fly allowance, 5 furlong race. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll talk more about the Lambos if we get time, but unfortunately for me, the green is my favorite because that's my color. So, good luck.
All right, here we go. All right, so I am being informed 4662. That's what I was wondering. I refreshed it too. Thank you, chat. It's still showing me the same numbers. 5-horse field. And they're off in the shoe fly allowance, and it's Concrete Streets who shows the way early on, along with Cotton here as these two run out to the lead. And it's Delmain, or D1 Main, we're just going to call him Delmain, over Caramel Fork with Lefty Lady Lamb here down at the rail. Only 5 horses in this race, so we're not going to round out the top 6. But as we make our way around the first and only turn, opening quarter in 23 and change, quick fractions, and Cotton looks to take this one wire to wire. But Delmain now also looks to get going here on the outside. Back down on the rail, that's Concrete Streets, saving time, saving energy. Let's see how that pans out. But now it's Cotton down the home stretch, and Concrete Streets now pulls off the rail to challenge for the lead and goes right on by. As Cotton is called it a day, 100 meters to go, and Concrete Streets now is the one to catch. But it's going to be Concrete Streets convincingly over Caramel Fork and Lady Lefty Lamb.
Shout out to the SoCal Stables, gets the victory with Concrete Streets here in that sprint race, 5 furlong shoe fly allowance. Let's see what's coming up next on our schedule for races. And man, like I said, I'm planning on being in a lot tonight. I'll try to get into one real money race with my horse Hot Sauce, and it didn't start till 8, but for some reason now it says he's available to race, so I guess that race got canceled. I guess, do they cancel real money races if they don't fill up like an hour before the race, instead of other races that get canceled 10 minutes before the race if they don't fill up, Mo?
It's possible.
Okay,
why that race get canceled?
I mean, I guess so, because now he says ready to race again. I had him in
yeah,
I had him in an 8 o'clock race. I could put him in this 9 o'clock real money race. There's still no horses signed up for that. It's 100% chance to rain, but he's only got 1 star on firm. I'll do it. I'll give it a shot. Oh, actually, I don't have that much. The other race was $4 to enter. This one's $5. I only got $4 right now. USDC. I deposited $10 a couple weeks ago, and have been doing a couple of the real money races. I got 3rd place in one of them. It cost $3 to enter, and I won $4. But then I entered like a $5 race during one of the streams a couple weeks ago with not one of my best horses, and I got my butt kicked. All right, Mo, so on the Lamborghini drop going down tomorrow, my price predictions that I decided to go with are a little high, But I mean, I've seen higher and I've seen lower. Some people think I'm crazy. Some people think it's not going to sell out. But I went ahead and I put my predictions out for like 24 hours after the drop where I think the market's going to be at. And on the
Mm-hmm.
uncommon, I'm at 150, 150. On the rare, I got 175. I don't think that's probably the least favorite people's call away for some people, but there are some people who that's their number one. But I mean, it's color, so everybody's going to be a favorite of something. Everybody's going to be different. On the ultra rare, that's my favorite one, the dark red one. I went all the way to 650 with it. There's only 1,000 editions, and they're keeping 90. And then for that secret rare, I think it could go over 1,500. I think my final price prediction for 24 hours after the drop on that secret rare, 1,700 gems. What do you think, Mo?
I mean, I think they could be. Well, maybe the uncommon is a little high. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. We've talked about it a while back, right? Like, I like to use the Twitter feed as as my metric.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I always look at the original post, not the ones after with the medium links. The original announcement post is what I'm always looking at. I mean, listen, man, it's got 2,500 likes, and I didn't even like it, so 2,504. Uh, so I mean, I think it'll definitely sell out.
Oh, yeah.
Price wise, man, what do the other ones go for? Do you know what the other Lambo NFTs sell for? Isn't it like two and change? I thought.
I mean, do you mean retail? Because they have all different ones. We were looking at them today on the live stream. They have some that sell for 300 or 400. And they have some that sell for like 3 or 4 thousand, and everything in between.
Right, but then there's none out there that are like $50, right? Because the only ones I was able to find, I thought were like in the high twos, low threes.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are like $50. I'll pull them
Okay,
up.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. It's like Lamborghini, right? So Lamborghini was tagged by VV, right? But did they ever promote this?
No, they're not going to promote VV NFTs when they already have their own NFTs. Not that, I mean, they don't, I mean, they gave them their license. It's just that those are like competitors, I guess. I don't think they would want to advertise their competitors, even though they're competing with themselves. Am I
Makes
wrong?
no
I don't
sense to
know. I could
me.
be wrong.
Then why do the license in the first place?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. But I don't think they've advertised them on their Twitter. Shout out to VV
Nah, I'm
Arcades in the
going
chat. What's up,
back.
Arcade?
Oh yeah, speaking of VV Arcade, yo chat, hit that like button, chat. All right, I don't know how many people we got in here. We got 19 people with 9 likes. Come on, don't make me pull a VV Arcade. I'll say it every freaking 5 minutes if I have to.
That's a pretty good
That damn
ratio.
like button, chat.
That's a pretty good ratio on likes. A lot of people watch it. I watch a lot of streams on my TV, and I don't know how to hit the like button with my remote control. I don't even care. I'm not liking it. I'm watching it on my TV. But yeah, you can see the lowest I see is 400, but I see them all the way up to 10K. 10K, baby. That's big money.
I'm saying, right? I mean, to be fair though, I would have to pull up the ones you're looking at to see really like what kind of detail. But man, these on the computer, I was looking at it on the PC. I didn't look on mobile, but on the PC, man, when I pulled that up in 3D view, oof, that is not that good looking up close, man.
It might be a little cartoony. I agree with that. Dane K says he thinks we're going to be able to get 3 or 4 Lambos on the drop easily. I think you're crazy, bro. Greedy Ones is more accurate here. He's going to be mad, he says, when all the secret rare floors are private accounts. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of botting going on, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Greedy says this is the first of some more Lambo drops, but I think this will be the most expensive in the market. I mean, yeah, I don't have no doubt that it'll go down in the future whenever they drop more Lambos, or even if they drop more colorways of this Lambo. But I'm talking about the market action tomorrow is going to be wild, and I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity to make some extra gems. I hope I can get a couple flips in the market, and not just low serial numbers. I want to buy at the right time and sell at the right time. Shout out to Wade in the chat. Good luck if you're in the race. It's time for the Orpheum restricted stakes. Here we go.
Alrighty, here we go. Overcast day here at the track. Thanks again for everybody hanging out here on a Saturday night. Nine-horse field, locked and loaded. And Giddy up, they're off. Accelerate from the inside, shoots out to the lead along with Stinky Toenail. As these two make their way back on the rail, that's Creamer, and then it's Pale Arrow with Self-Conscious in fifth, and Kobe takes up the top six here on the leaderboard as they make their way into the first and only turn in this 5 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. Track is fast and smoke is good, and Accelerate does just that and starts to kick clear here by 4, make it 5 over Stinky Toenail. And down on the rail, that's Kobe. Kobe starts to gain ground here with every step, as does Palais Garnier. Palais Garnier with Stinky Toenail, who battles back from the dead and is now challenging for the lead. But, oh, it's a pink blur from the center of the track. It's Palais Garnier. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe that's a whole different company, but it's going to be Palais Garnier over Stinky Toenail, and I'll have another.
Shout out to the EZE stable, Parlay Garnier. I don't know exactly what that word is, but apparently Mo knows it. I think this is the shampoo he uses or something. And once again,
You know it.
from my man Jeff, the curse of being on the stream strikes him again. He says he always gets second place when he's on stream. He might be right. Dane K gets third, so I mean that's a good finish for Dane K though. He's excited about that. Oh no, maybe not. My bad. Greedy One says Alex said it's the first of many Lambo drops. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of expected that though. But I mean, it's the first though, so take advantage of it. I mean, I'm trying to have a whole vault full of Lambos and one big Aston Martin. My bad, DK. And one Aston Martin right smack dab in the middle. Maybe even a DeLorean, an Ecto one. I'd like to get one of every vehicle. If we're gonna have that,
I don't have the Ecto because I got to pick one up though.
They're cheap right now, like less than $70. I'm just teasing,
Yeah.
DK. My bad, bro. I'll get you.
Yeah, I got the kit. I got the DeLorean. I need to get a 1-to-1 DeLorean though.
I sold my kit. I used to have a few of those, but one that I like a lot, and I still have at least one. Sometimes I have 4 or 5. It's the Triumph motorcycle.
Yeah, I remember you with your motorcycle collection. I remember you with your art collection too. I'm just like, I don't know about this one, but I do like the vehicles. I think the vehicles are cool.
Why didn't you tell me, bro? Those didn't pay off for me. If you would have let me, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was the scarcity with the art was really paying off, and those. I mean, like when I bought Cat Bronson, I want to say, I can't remember, maybe 500, and it pumped to like 1,500 within a week. But that scarcity was really paying off. But now that the big IP has its own scarcity, that kind of kills the scarcity on the art, as I always say. Greedy One says I just loaded up on one of those. Also, I just loaded up on one of those Lambo and lots of Polygon City Gran Turismo 2 vibes. You bought some of them? Yeah, I thought it was Gran Turismo 2 vibes too. That's why I didn't really like them. They kind of look like NBA Top Shot moments. Need a vault full of Rambos. I don't know if the Rambo drop's going to be as exciting as Lambo, but it will be somewhat exciting. All right, guys.
Oh, but Greedy's right though. Put Rambo in a Lambo. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. Rambo in a Lambo is going to be a meme soon. All right, good luck if you're in the race.
Oh shit, just punched my microphone. Whoops. And they're in the gate. Away they go here in the Steelhead allowance. And just like that, it's Al Qaeda Jada who runs out from the outside with Let's Get Crazy from in between horses. As these two make their way, it's King Me on the extreme outside with Double O Ricky. And comes Stinky Toes looking for position here with Team Player. Rounding out your top 6 here early on. And I got indigestion. Into the opening turn we go. 24 and change, quick, modest pace. As Let's Get Crazy now pokes a nose in front from down at the rail. And it comes King Me, who starts to get moving here with Stinky Toes, as there's now 3 across the track here, challenge for the lead. And just like that now, it's King Me. No, it's Stinky Toes, rather. Stinky Toes using the cheese, using the force, pushing their way up to the lead here as we make our way down the backstretch in this 9 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. 48 and change for the opening half. And it's King Me. King Me now looks to take advantage of this pace and move to the front. And Al Qaeda Jada battles from in between horses along with Orchid, as Orchid now starts to find good stride here into the far turn. Then comes Let's Get Crazy, who's fading with every step, and it's light 'em up, smoke 'em up, inhale, exhale, it's Hits from the Bong. And Hits from the Bong is looking to get going here, down the rail with room. But it's all king me, king me, king me into the far turn. 3/4 and 112, and there's only one to catch. As it's king me from the outside as they shake him up and head for home. Now it's king me by 2, king me by 3, but hits from the bong is gaining down on the inside. Double O Ricky down the center of the track with interest as well. Now it's hits from the bong with the lead. Hits from the bong trying to fend off Double O Ricky. Double O my, Double O me. It's going to be Double O Ricky for the win over Hits from the Bong and Team Player.
Wow, that was a close one. I thought Hits from the Bong got the win, but I was incorrect. It was Double O Ricky from Almighty JC. Shout out to Jacob Cook, one of the Omi homies. He was in the chat yesterday. I'm not sure if he's here with us today. If you're here, let me know. I'll give you the chat winner. Let's give it to him anyway. Shout out to Jacob Cook. Gets the win with Double O Ricky. Let's get it set up for the next one. Trying to keep up with the chat here. Yeah, the first Lambo is going to be the best, but it's not the first on the blockchain, so it does hurt a little bit. We got another one. They're going to be back to back to back tonight, guys, as I mentioned earlier. We got another one starting in about 40 seconds. Mo, I hope you're ready to go tonight. I hope you got your coffee ready because it's going to be a wild one.
It's only 7:28. Holy shit! I thought it was like 8:40 already. Been calling so many races.
No,
what the hell's going on?
Just getting started, folks. We got a maiden race next. 5 furlong race. It starts in 25 seconds. I was trying to see if I was in this one. Bro, I don't know, Jeff. I don't know about naming all your horses Stinky Toes and Stinky Feet and Stinky Armpits. Stinky Armpits racing on this one. I think you could be more creative. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you. All right, guys, it's time for the Maiden 5 furlong race. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful night here at the track for the Maiden. Maze. Everybody likes Maze. $11 field in the gate. And they're rolling. Giddy up. It's Angels Above from the inside with Crumpet Surprise as these two run out. Then it's Smooth Talker. Back for fourth, that's Shoot the Thrill. Then it's Melisandre in fifth with Worm Delight. Rounds out your top 6 here on the leaderboard. And I really wish I could start reading the rest of the horse names. Maybe I'll start working that in for Real Money Racing. But for now, it's Genuine Fantasy Farm Runner there in the red silks. That's Angels Above. Angels Above takes the cavalry into the first and only turn. 22 and change for the opening quarter. These horses are flying, ladies and gentlemen. But right on cue, it's now Crumpet Surprise who gains the lead. Crumpet Surprise down the center of the track, looking to time this one perfectly. But Angels Above is battling back down at the rail. And from the center, it's going to be Outlaw. Outlaw with his sights set on the prize, but he's going to start running out of room. It's going to be Crumpet Surprise with a premature call. Whew, hate it when that happens. Over Outlaw and Shoot the Thrill.
Shout out to the Crumpet Surprise. Crumpet Surprise from Rinsed Out Racing gets the victory. Congratulations. BB Arcade, when you hear this, I think you're a little bit behind on the stream. Click the button that says live, and then you'll be actual live. Because I think you're watching the race that was a minute ago. I could, because you said something earlier that was like a minute ago, too. I think you might be behind on the live. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just takes you a while to type. That was rough for Tough. Poor Tough, yeah. That was. Oh, we got 12 minutes, so we got plenty of time between races on this one. Looks like I'm in this handicap. Yeah, you get a chance to take a breather here. And we're able to put some bets in as well. So let's get some bets going. I'm going to bet on my own race real quick first, and then maybe we'll try to get a bet in. Actually, we got 2 minutes to bet in that one. We better go ahead and get the Ocean City allowance.
Yo, what, you drive?
I'm sorry?
Do you drive?
Do I drive?
Yeah.
A car?
Yeah, a car.
Around? Yeah, of course I drive.
Okay, well, some people don't, man. Some people just rely on public transportation. Maybe not where you are, actually, I guess.
Say in New York, maybe.
But, no, I'm asking because I found something cool, man. It's like, I'm always saying, like, the gamify stuff, you know? It's like a drive. It's like a drive safely, and you, like, earn tokens, like a Solana project.
So is it like an app or something? How they know that you actually drive safely? You just don't get tickets?
Yeah, well, you get the PFPs, and then right now I'm staking those to get like a free car. And I'll be able to take the car with the PFPs, and like they both have different attributes. And then, yeah, like it'll give you like quests in the real world on like a map.
What?
and you'll like follow this. So I'm gonna use it while I'm driving, like delivering food. So I can just collect some of this crypto, whatever, some of this coin, whatever the hell they're paying, and yeah, it's pretty cool, man. They were cheap. Cost me like $3 per PFP. I think they're up to like 5 now or 450.
What's that
Yeah, I
called?
picked up 3 of them and I'm staking them. It's called Rolling Bones. It's on Magic Eden.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, I never heard of that. Shout out to Ronnie Light says I'm painting a hedgehog portrait for a friend. Let's go. Shoot to Thrill. Like that name. I didn't see Shoot to Thrill. I decided to go with JOC even though it's the only A plus. I like these preferences for this race. It's a sloppy track, so that soft at 3 stars is going to come in handy. And I got the best value with my bet here. I could have went with I Am Born Again, Genuine's horse, but somebody had already bet on it, so I'd only get 1-to-1 odds. So I'm going with the value bet, and I'm going with Hey You. So it's a boring game, says Jeff. I mean, if you don't like horse racing. There's Video Arcade. He's caught up. Let's go. I thought you were.
No, he might have been talking about the driving game.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, if you're getting paid to drive, it doesn't have to be exciting.
Yeah, I don't know what they plan on doing, but could you imagine, dude? I was telling my girl earlier, like, could you imagine if like Allstate partnered up with somebody like this, you know?
Whew, that'd be huge.
And then your Allstate app, now you're saving money on insurance every month because you just tied your Solana wallet and you're tied into this app or whatever meta game, what the hell they got going on.
Yeah.
Tell you, man, the future is going to be crazy.
There's going to be a lot of stuff like that on the blockchain. That's how NFTs are going to go mainstream. And then once they're mainstream, then people aren't going to be scared to figure out how to get Disney NFTs and their favorite character NFTs, Darth Vader NFTs. It's going to be a whole different game once NFTs. I don't even know if they're going to be called NFTs. I guess. I don't know.
They shouldn't be. I've been saying that since day one. Like when I was introduced to NFTs, I'm thinking of Bored Apes and overpriced bullshit. Like that's what I think of when I think of PFPs.
When you say NFT to people now, they think a scam. Like almost everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is. So it's not a good thing, but it is what it is. I mean, they thought the same thing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency back then too, didn't they?
I mean, that still has a bunch of pushback though. So whatever they're trying hasn't been working. But if you notice, other companies when they start saying digital collectible, buy our Gucci bag and get a digital collectible, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, there was a really good cartoon made by somebody I saw it on Twitter a while back, and it was like had NFTs hidden inside of like a big toy, like knocking down a barricaded door. You know what I'm saying? Like symbolizing that it's the same shit that people hate. They're buying it anyway because it's called a digital collectible, right? Like the second that people hear that NFT word or whatever crypto, they're done. Oh, majority of them.
Yeah, right. But when they use it for stuff like you're talking about, like you're describing, those type of apps or whatever, they're not going to be able to call that a digital collectible. They're going to have to call it what it is, right?
No, not really. They could just say, hey, by the way, if you participate in the MetaBones project, save 20% on Allstate. And the people that are interested are going to be like, oh, well, what's this? Let me click on this and check it out. And it'll take them to like Magic Eden. And again, if they have interest, they'll continue down that rabbit hole. But it's not like they have to force these things down people's throats, man.
Yeah. They're going to have to wait, let them find it on their own. Adoption's going to have to happen by itself, kind of, little by little. Arcade says people have a bad taste in their mouth here in the world of NFTs. Yeah, and even cryptocurrency at this point, thanks to FTX or whatever. And not just FTX, all those other people. I don't know if I like the idea.
You can't blame them.
What's that?
I mean, you can't blame them, though.
Nope, not at all. No, and I have my old Twitter. I have a second Twitter now that was my old Twitter a long time ago and has like 40,000 followers. And I've never talked about NFTs before because that account got suspended before I discovered NFTs. And I just got it back like a week or two ago. And I decided to go ahead and tweet about the upcoming Lamborghini drop. And I noticed a lot of new people in my Discord server talking about, oh, this is my first time. And even I think somebody in the comments as well and was wanting to find out more about it. So people are not like scared completely away from it. I mean, if you tell them that you can make money off of these and that you can convince them it's legit by using the licenses. I mean, the license is what legitifies VV to a lot of people. It's like Disney wouldn't be doing this and Marvel and Coca-Cola and USPS if it was a big scam.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing, right? So VV is, and I've even seen, a lot of Moon Boys bring this point up, and it's true. VV allows people to come in and feel safe because they don't have those external wallets and all these ways of being scammed, right? It's a safe place. You come in here, you link your debit card, whatever, you KYC, you buy some gems, same way you buy V-Bucks in Fortnite, and then you buy collectibles, right? Like that's very easy for people. But the problem is that people need to find VV. you know, and the fact that if they're not tied into this Disney Web3 stuff somehow, some way, like click a button and link your VV wallet to unlock another portion of their Web3 space, right? Like an easy link could bring so many new eyes because this is the safest place. I mean, you could say the same thing, I guess, about HRO and DC, right? They're all like closed ecosystems, but some people hate that because they're like, well, they have no value until I can put them on OpenSea.
Those are the
And I
blockchain
don't,
people. The crypto people hate it, but we're trying to get
right.
the mass people, and we're not. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say we're not worried about the crypto people, but the mass is the big money. You know, you get everybody in there where they're putting these in Happy Meals, and that's a whole new game right there.
I mean, HRO, I mean, I've sold cards on IMX, you know? I mean, shit, you could sell HRO cards for OMI, and you can't even sell VV
That's true.
collectibles for OMI. So,
Yeah,
figure that one out. But,
yeah. I sold hero
you know,
cards on eBay, no problem. BB
yeah.
Arcade says people have a bet. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Regardless, NFT NYC is going to be fun. Are you going to that JOC? That's what I don't understand. I'm surprised that VV doesn't have a bigger presence at things like NFT NYC if they're supposed to be the leader. I mean, I don't know. Are they supposed to be the leader in NFTs? They're the only ones with Disney and Marvel. So shouldn't they be one of the big brands that are displaying or on display at NFT NYC?
No, because they'd have to go there and explain to everybody how they legitimize themselves as a NFT company when they're not actually an NFT company. I mean, again, they can say they are because, yeah, they're on the Ethereum blockchain. I get that. But again, according to the world of these people on OpenSea and the other NFT world, they don't really consider that those true NFTs. They just don't.
Yeah,
So I mean, it would be an uphill battle for BB to show up there, buy space, and then people being like,
but
"Well,
it'll
are
be
you
a good
really
battle.
true NFTs?" Like,
I mean, if you can make the argument, I can make the argument to anybody about it. I mean, if you look at the definition of NFTs, interoperability is not on there, and blah blah blah. Hashtag soon, blah blah blah. They've already brought cash out. People didn't think that was coming, but that's the place where you want to go and get more users because you need to talk to those people and answer their questions and make them feel safe about investing on the VV. Shout out to
well,
Alejandro's in the chat.
for the
What's up,
record, I
man?
agree with you.
Yeah,
But
yeah, and
I'm
I
just
think
saying, if you look at Twitter, you know exactly the arguments that people have against VV and lack of, being able to put things on IMX or OpenSea or whatever. You know,
which means they should be able to prepare easily for it because they already know what's coming. But I think they actually
um,
did have somebody at the last NFT NYC. It was just some guy I never heard of.
I can't imagine David you under pressure or Dan or any of these guys under pressure, man. I can't. They
Well, I'll tell
just
you what. I was when I went to Designer Con, very first day there. I was hanging out with VB Arcade actually, and we got in line to view the VB verse for the first time in through the Oculus Quest, and there was lines there, and Dan C was one of the people operating the lines. I just happened to get into his line on accident, and when it was my turn, he literally got up and left. Because he was afraid I'd probably ask him some hard questions or something. I don't know. I wasn't even gonna, I guess he didn't even want to talk to me. He got up and left, and then I think as soon as I was over, he came back.
I
Legit
mean,
is drunk and having fun. That's how you're supposed to do horse racing right there. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
uh, I mean, you did get your picture with Mr. U.
Yeah, I did.
That that shocked me. I was like, is that photoshopped? That's not real.
No, I was actually we went back the last day, and I wanted to hang out because they were gonna have some kind of event at 2 o'clock with some kind of announcement. So me and the kiddo were just walking around the actual designer con, and of course the kid was not having fun at all, and neither was I. And I was like, all right, let's just go back to the booth one more time, and if I see David Yu, I'm gonna try to get a picture with him, and you gotta take the pictures. What I told my kid, and as soon as we walked up, he just happened to be standing there all by himself. I was there with Carter from VB Vision, and I was like, all right, let's just get a picture. And then I don't know, I thought he might talk to me or something, but he was just like, okay, bye. I didn't think it was a big deal. JOC says I'm a speaker and I have
No,
my
I was
art.
just shocked you got the picture. That's all.
Well, what was he gonna say? No,
I feel like he would have.
I don't know. I made a GIF a couple days ago making really badly making fun of the new logo, and he like replied to it with laughing emojis. So he don't mind. He was talking about trolling the other day. He don't mind a little bit of trolling. Maybe not Dan C, but David, you don't. JLC
No, he
said,
loves the troll. He just doesn't like the sign DocuSign.
He
documents
just doesn't
apparently.
like the DocuSign stuff. Josie says, I'm a speaker and I have my art in it. 2 different showcases. Congratulations. Possible hip hop performance as well. You're going to perform some hip hop at NFT NYC. Let's go. I didn't know you were big like that. That's big stuff. We got a celebrity in the chat. Let's go. Dan K says, Yo, Vault, I forgot to tell you, hit my first trifecta this week. Oh, let's go. Oh, I don't think I can do my let's goes here. Would you give a chat winner for that one? Let's go. Hit his first trifecta, too. It's been a long time since I hit a trifecta. A long time. I always go for the... I'm a big exacta guy. Sometimes I won't even bet the trifecta, but I'm all about getting 3 horses and put them in an exacta. And sometimes I'll even bet 4 horses in an exacta box. BB staff is such a bunch of high schoolers, middle schoolers is what I say. But yeah, I'm definitely going.
I haven't gambled at all since we started calling races.
What's that?
I haven't gambled at all since I started calling races on here because every time I watch races, I'm like, I'll put $20 in my account, play some victories or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't pay attention to the race calls anymore, and I just pay attention to that one horse that I bet on. So I was like, you know what? First race I bet, I just withdrew my money. I was like, screw this. I'm just going to focus on calling races. So it's been saving me money.
Yeah, I even hung out in Las Vegas for like 4 days. Hung out with Arcade too while I was there and didn't gamble once the whole entire time. I had my kid with me. How am I going to gamble? It wasn't a big deal to me.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Not a big gambler anyway. All right, it's time for the Ocean City allowance. We're betting on the number 1 JOC horse, Hey You. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Sloppy track here tonight. Horses are at the gate. It's post time. 9-horse field, locked and loaded. And they're racing. And from the inside is Hey You. If that's a Pink Floyd reference, congratulations, you win tonight. And on the outside is Desert Heat, followed by I'm Born Again. And for 4th in between horses, that's Sinister Simca. Then comes Cash Goes Inge and Gemma Shusha's in 6th here early on as they make their way around the first and only turn in this 5-furlong left-turning affair. Opening quarters come and gone, 24 and change, and it's Hey You continues to push strong here around the opening turn, also known as the only turn, but it's Hey You who still holds the way by 2, now being challenged here by Gemina Fushi and Cash's Go Binge, and just like that in the final 200, Gemina Fushi takes the lead but pulls a hammy, oh no, but now it's Cash Go Binge's race to lose. I'm Born from down the center of the track, and Hey You down at the rail, but it's all going to be Cash Goes Inge on the injury to Gemma Susha. It's going to be 9-8-7, order of finish.
Congratulations to Tell in the stable with Cash Goes Cash Goes Inge. Gets the win there after the leading horse pulls a hammy, apparently, is what the
that was painful.
And he's out of there. Second place is Fantasia Albaron, a new stable I've never seen before. All right, next race. I think I'm in this race. Might be my first race of the night. Let's see how much time we got before it begins. Oh, we got some time. We're good. It's a handicap race, too. Starts in 5 minutes. Let's get it set up. I wanted to start a poll, but I wanted to explain the poll before I started it. So I'm glad we got 5 minutes. The poll I wanted to start was to see how many people in the chat. Let me get it set up so we are on the right screen whenever the race begins. How many people in the chat are going to be racing in the Real Money racing beta? So Mo, whenever this beta ends, you're saying that there's going to be another beta before they actually go live that lasts 4 weeks with Real Money races only, right?
Correct. No retiring, no breeding. It's just going to be all racing, and I'm pretty sure Real Money wagering as well. So.
And no free racing or free horses at all?
Not to my knowledge. Nope. I think we tested that pretty much as far as we can take it. And yeah, they're ready to flip the switch on a Real Money economy and see how it goes.
And do we have an exact date?
We do not. As of earlier, the only thing I asked was, is it 7:01 tonight? That's all I wanted to know.
Good question, because that would have changed everything. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting when that happens because all of these horses will be reset completely. All of the horses that you actually own as NFTs on the Solana blockchain will be reset, and we'll get all new stats. I think new stat row. Is that correct?
Yeah. But I think if you retire your horse, I don't think we're going to see the actual revealed stats.
Oh.
Because they're not going to re-roll it from V3 to final. Whatever the roll is on this one, that's what's going to be apparently. So And I think they were voting. I think they were voting on that too. They were looking into it, so that might not be 100%. But as far as I know, V3, you're not going to see the stats because you can't retire your horse anyway. So you're just
Gotcha.
going to be racing for 4 weeks and race till the wheels fall off.
Sounds fun. All right, there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and put my horse Hot Sauce in this race, even though I got a horse already in it. But it's one of those ones where the selection committee decides which horses are in it. So these may or may not make the cut. They're both S pluses, so they both should be in it. And that's a race that's going to be happening during the stream. We got 3 minutes before the had handicap. Let's check this race real quick and see who's in it before it starts. It's going to be interesting here because it's a handicap race and a lot of these horses are carrying extra weight. I got my horse here, Hanky Lab 02. Shout out to my man Base Lab who was in the chat earlier. I actually claimed this horse from his stable when he put it in a claiming race that horse won, and it's won a race for me since then. And I've been running in some handicaps. It's got carrying 2 pounds in this race. We got Boys to Men from Genuine Fantasy Farm. We got Mystery Mansion from Alejandro's stable. We got Hidden Handicap from Tutberry Stud. We got Labutkin from Spaced. We got Alienate from JOC. She's Waiting Larry from Almighty JC. And Innocuous Enigma from Wagon Wheel. Wagon Wheel is a new stable that I've been seeing a lot recently. Let's see, that's an S tier horse, but it's carrying 5 pounds of weight, so it's going to slow it down a little bit. Hidden Handicap's carrying 3 pounds. Did we bet on this race? Let's see if we bet. We bet on She's Waiting Larry. Who's She's Waiting Larry? Why do we bet on that horse? I was betting while Mo was talking. I was looking over. Oh, because it's not carrying any extra weight. That's Almighty JC's horse, and it's a soft horse, and this is a sloppy track. So that might come in handy. Shout out to Crypto Eyes in the chat. What's up, Crypto Eye? I was watching him live streaming last night with Meta Lemon. That's what I call him. I'm a little French. Meta Lemon or Meta Lemon?
Lemon.
Lemon? How do you race, says Led Jess. Well, I mean, you can race right now, but it's about to end. The beta's about to end. But if you want to sign up and check it out, you can even get into some races that Mo calls tonight if you hurry. What you would do is go to beta.photofinish.live and sign up for an account. Once you sign up for an account, you're going to get like 1.2 million of this Derby currency, maybe even more. Then roll over to the marketplace and look for a horse to pick up. It's Foes Day, so there's going to be lots of horses available. But if you want to race tonight, you can't get a foal that says can race in 2 seasons or can race in 1 season because it's too young to race. You can't get a horse that says retired either because it's too old to race. So you're going to need to look for a horse that says ready to race. And you're going to want to look for a horse that has some nice preferences here. I mean, since you got $1.2 million, I wouldn't mind splurging a little bit, spending a little bit to get yourself a decent horse. You want good preferences over here, but you also want a high tier like S minus or better, I would say, unless you get like an A plus that has full preferences on all 3 of these and you want to run it in handicaps, it would probably do well with those, but that's a little more complicated. I would try to get like a S tier horse if you can to run some races, maybe a few of them actually. All right, let's see how much time we have because, 30 seconds. I see it now. My clock wasn't working at first, so we're good. We're good. I'm in this race, guys. I know a couple people in the chat are in the race as well. It's a little laggy. Get to scroll up there. It is the Hyde Handicap, 5 furlongs, so it's a sprint. Lamon. All right, Hyde Handicap. And then we're going to have a race right after that, the claiming race. The claiming race coming up. All right, it's race time. Good luck if you're in it.
Alrighty. Track is a mess, but we're going to make them run anyway, because that's what we do here on Saturday night, the races. We don't care about horse safety here. And they're rolling here in the Hyde Handicap. It's a Mystery Mansion. Mystery Mansion breaks well from the inside, as does Alienate. And it's Hanky Lab who rides down at the rail with Hidden Handicap. And in front of Innocuous Enigma, and it's She's Waiting Larry. Don't Be Ridiculous. Golden Larry rounds out the top 6 here as we make our way into the first turn in this 5 furlong left turning affair on the dirt. Track is sloppy, opening quarter and 24 and change. Pace has shown accordingly as Alienate now looks to hold the better of it here around the turn. But right on the inside, it's Boys to Men. Boys to Men now looking to take charge of the lead, but it's Alienate who battles back and now pushes clear by 2. alienate down the center of the track, but has inside company. It's Mystery Mansion. We don't know what is inside. It's a mystery. It's a mystery, a whole mansion of mystery. As Mystery Mansion tries to hold on over Hidden Handicap, it's going to be Mystery Mansion over Hidden Handicap and alienate.
Shout out to the homie Alejandro, gets the win with Mystery Mansion. That's a chat winner. Congratulations. I like the name of that horse too. Nice little victory there. My horse got last place. Let's see. And then Dan K over there with his crystal ball just happened to say, unless there's lag or something, but I think he said it before it happened. He just said, I wonder if sloppy tracks cause more injuries, and like 2 seconds later a horse gets injured. So I don't know what was up with that. If he cursed the horse, I don't know if he was looking into his crystal ball or what was going on in that freaky situation. We got the Pinion claiming race coming up next in about a minute and a half. Let me get everything set up for it so that we don't have any lag on the playback. I'm trying. It's a little laggy today. There we go. Minute 24. Conditional claiming. What does that mean? Conditional claiming.
Conditional claiming is has to have less than 1 win as the only condition.
So if you have a horse that has 2 wins, you can run it in the race and people can't claim it?
No, they just can't join the race. They have to have less than 1 win. So.
Oh, okay. So you can only join the race if your horse has less than 1 win. That's interesting. Okay. Gotcha. All right, we got a 7-horse field in this claiming race on another sloppy track, 9 furlongs. You got Gravel Point from Sandhill Stable. We got Vault's Homie, one of my favorite horses from JOC. Let's go, Vault's Homie. Get that win today. We got Gouda, a little bit of Gouda from Frisco Stables. Another one of our favorites, Toothbrush. I don't know about that Toothbrush name. From Wagon Wheel, we got Mortimer. He sounds like an old man from Sandhill Stable. Whoosh from Wagon Wheel. And Boomerang from Lack Stable. Some very nicely named horses in this race. Dan K says, who got hurt? I missed the pure coincidence. Yeah, you named it. You yelled it. I don't know who it was that got hurt, but I think he was like near the lead at the time. I didn't want.
Yeah, he took the lead down the stretch and then broke down like a Buick.
Yeah, I don't think you should worry if you got your horse in this one because I don't think it got claimed. All right, it's race time. Here we go.
Welcome back, degenerates of the internet. It's time for another digital horse race here on Photo Finish Live. 7-horse field, locked and loaded. And they're racing here in the Pinion claiming. And it's Boomerang. Boomerang shoots to the lead from the outside, joined by Gravel Point. And comes Mortimer here to round out the top 3. And down at the rail, that's Gravel Point with Whoosh. Runs along in 6 with Gouda down there from the Frisco Stable Barn. And rounding out your top 6 is Vault's Homie down in the white silks. Opening quarter is come and gone as they make their way around the clubhouse turn in this 9-furlong left-turning affair on the sloppy dirt. And it's Mortimer now. Mortimer wants to take a shot at the lead and does just that to take it over with Gouda now, who rides along in second. And down on the rail, that's Gravel Point with about 2 lengths to make up from the leader. And Vault Homie now starts to advance from the back of the pack as well. And it's Boomerang, who sits about 4 wide on the track. And whoosh is in 6 here, and the number 4 horse, who we don't know his name, is dead last. Get moving, and here we go, half mile and 49 change. And it's Mortimer who still holds strong here with a half-length lead over Gouda. Then it's Gravel Point who comes up to make it a trio as they make their way around the far turn. 114 is in the books for 3 quarters, has come and gone. But it's Mortimer who once again starts to pull away here from the competition. And now it's Gouda who starts to fade here along with Gravel Point. They might have seen their best, but hold up as we head off the turn. It's Mortimer by 2. As we hit 200 meters at the 8th pole, it's Gouda tries to battle back one final time. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, but Gouda's out of here. And Mortimer is going to ride him home clean over Vault's Homie and Gravel Point.
A nice finish there for Vault's Homie. Shout out to JOC with second, and I guess this Mortimer horse that won. But Vault's Homie got second. That's what I was excited about. Let's go. I'll take that second place for Vault's Homie. He's actually a friend of mine. We hang out sometimes. And first place goes to Sandhill Stable with that old horse named Mortimer. All right, let's see what races happening next. How much time we have in between races. They're going fast tonight. And I know we got a few more that I'm going to be in tonight. We got one coming up in 54 seconds. Let's get that one queued up and ready to go.
Alejandro, how dare you going to go watch NBA over us?
Yeah, the NBA All-Stars game's going on right now. I think the dunk contest is about to happen. Says, I hope the slam dunk contest. Yeah, but no, none of the stars got into the slam dunk contest this year. It's like Matt McClung is the star of the dunk contest. Nobody wants to see this 4-foot -3 white guy dunking. I mean, it is impressive that he gets up as high as he does. Just took a big bong hit. Well, thank you, Arcade, for letting us know. Thanks.
We can't even win viewership over people in the NBA that can't even dunk. That's the world that we live in right now.
That's some tough competition. We're going up against the NBA All-Star dunk competition, but we're trying, guys. All right, it's race time. It's time for the Uptown Club Stakes. Good luck if you're in it.
What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Welcome back to the track, Jack. Five-horse field here. They're all in the gate. And giddy up, they're racing. It's Deep 3 from the inside who runs out to the lead all by themselves. And it's Unearthed, followed by J.O. Jr. And comes Glaucius in fourth with Smash, 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 running along in last, as this crew runs around the opening turn in this 4-furlong left-turning affair on the sloppy turf. You don't normally see sloppy turf in horse racing, but here we go. It's Deep 3 now, down the stretch, loses Unearthed and puts him in the rearview mirror. But it's Deep 3 as we head past the big cement balls here in the final 100 meters, trying to hold off Unearthed and Smash, Smash, Smash one more time, as Unearthed is not going to be able to nail him at the wire. It's going to be Deep 3 over Unearthed and Smash, Smash, Smash. It's as easy as 1, 2, 5.
Shout out to the Pocono and GVT Racing Stable. Gets first place, second place, and third place in that race. They just took over the podium there. JOC says... Sorry, go ahead.
JOC, yeah, please read that because I was going to bring that up with you, and it's crazy cool, man. If you haven't seen this video, bring it up maybe if we have time in between races or something. Bro, it's cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video. I've heard a little bit about the new NBA app. People have been talking about it. I still haven't got into it yet. Is it the Slam? Is it the Slam app? Or is it something different?
I don't know. I think it's just like the NBA app or something. I don't know. I just saw like Adam Silver with Ahmad Rashad. And it's crazy, right? Because he just stood there. He did like a 360 panoramic walk around to grab the feed. And they basically just, boom, instantly put it, replaced any player on the court, and then had him like basically dunking, playing defense. But think of the possibilities from there. Now you take it a step further and you start selling like apparel, the metaverse Web3 push, right? Now you can start dressing your guy up in cool stuff on the court instead of the clothes you're wearing. I mean, you could take that in so many directions with like Web3 and that technology. It's going to be crazy, man.
All right, I got it pulled up here. Let's check this out. See if I can maximize it.
Yeah, we do it. We have 1:10 anyway.
All right. Wait a little bit.
You're good.
Is any of this going to hurt? No. Well, all right, so
Is it gonna hurt?
this should come up. All right. So now...
Could probably skip this next race anyway and just call the 803 because it's a grade 3.
Yep. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So you can watch.
Shirt you wore today? Is that the one you're going to wear all morning?
We're in Utah. The Jazz wear purple.
You used to wear a suit.
So did the Vikings.
Not to sound like a millennial or a zoomer, but you can actually watch this on like 2x or even higher, and you won't even lose any of the flair of the video.
Dang, cuz.
Almost done. Almost done.
I like to watch stuff at regular speed so I can catch it all. Let me go. I'll go 1.25.
I'm never taking backwards. That'll be the end of it.
All right, smile for a second.
Oh, I normally hate watching things fast, but
All right.
this is pretty boring ass stuff.
All right.
Running light with some more very
Alright, so
personal
now-
info. Appreciate that.
Come over here. Let's look at this screen. So now we're gonna go back just so you can see this. Go back into that mode now we're at in the app. And now the menu's gonna come back up. And so look, we've inserted you in the avatar selection. And then see where the red is going? You could choose different players.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna pick Horton Tucker. And then where Horton Tucker is, so this will be in a live game. You will be inserted into the game. You'll be making all the same movements he was, but it'll look like it's your body.
Does he have my skills?
We'll see.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and roll that.
I'm a little behind from the stream, I think, probably a couple seconds, but man,
There's
this
that
is so cool.
What? Yeah, that's wild.
And it looks so good, bro. Like, there's no, like, weird glitching, or, I mean, we're seeing a test build here, so who the hell knows? But, I mean, I would expect, like, right here, when you see him, like, go behind the player and come back out, I almost kind of expect it to be glitchy and, like, show the old video and then replace it, you know what I'm saying, like, on the fly. This is such cool technology, man. I love this.
Man, technology is moving fast, y'all. That's wild. That blew my mind. I mean, I heard y'all describing it. It didn't sound very impressive to me. Then I seen it, and I was like, whoa. All right, we got time for the Rose Garden allowance to starting right now, Mo.
Starting right now? No, the Rose Garden's already going off.
And that's my bad.
No, that's why I said we could wait for the Pinnacle Championship.
Okay. Gotcha.
That starts in 35 seconds. You might want to click on the actual Pinnacle Championship race.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Pull up. It's going a little slow. Oh, yeah, I hear you. So I have to go to the Pinnacle Championship. Starts in 18 seconds. Hopefully, we'll be able to view this one because there's another race going on live. Sometimes that messes us up and rugs us. But I got to pull it up here. It says it starts in 9, 8, 7. Cool. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I think you're like 3 seconds ahead of me, but let's just see if it loads. Yeah, it did load.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, proving to the world and myself that Third Time Games knows what they're doing. Squashing bugs every single day. And they're in the gate. Giddy up, they're racing. And it's dollars and cents with bombs away as these two head out to the lead, along with Toshio, who runs along in third. Another break of two on the outside. It's She Comedy to seventh, followed by Laverne. Where's Shirley? And Thelma. Where's Louise? We got some awkward names here in this race. Maybe I'm missing their counterparts. Maybe they're racing another race tonight. Who knows? But we're heading around the first and only turn in this 5 furlong left turning affair. Opening quarter in 23 and change. And it's dollars and cents. Taking names, and this one has now sailed away to a 5-length lead as we head off the turn and head for home. Dollars and cents now looks to hold on here, but hold up, he's got company. It's Thelma. Thelma looks to take this one into the final 100 and prove a challenger, but it's not going to be enough. As I look for things to say to the wire, it's going to be dollars and cents at even money over Thelma and She Comedy.
The favorite, Dollars and Cents from SoCal Stables, gets the win. Congratulations to SoCal Stables. Second place goes to Thelma, not Louise, from Wolof the Bandito. To the next race pulled up, Michael Diggs. Yeah, I was talking to Michael Diggs in there, if y'all can see in the chat. If you buy it on Coinbase with your debit card or your credit card, you have to wait 7 days. But if you buy it with PayPal, it's instant. I learned that a long time ago buying OMI tokens, or trying to buy OMI tokens.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had to buy the Bitcoin there, and then send the Bitcoin to Bitforex, then sell the Bitcoin for USDC, and then buy the, you know how it goes. VB Arcade is digging on that NBA technology. Yeah, that's going to be wild. Instead of buying skins, we're going to put or use our Spider-Mans and swing around to be him. So yeah, what if they had an app like that, and the only way you could insert a Darth Vader or a Spider-Man is if you owned that licensed NFT?
Right, so that's what I'm saying. If you logged in and VV had a partnership with the NBA, and again, they don't need to be, again, you could set this up very simply with a button that just says connect wallet. And you connect, you log into VV the same way, you know how we use Google to log into everything nowadays or whatever account you want to use?
Yes.
Same concept, man. It's like, all right, cool. It just checks the wallet. This man owns Spider-Man, so we're going to allow this person to use Spider-Man in our app. You don't have, people are like, that's never going to happen because why is somebody going to write code and make skins for somebody else's product? That's not what they're really doing. It's just a reference, you know what I'm saying? The wallet is nothing more than a reference point to verify the fact, like we can easily do on the blockchain, verify the fact that that person owns whatever digital collectible or NFT that they want to use on the court. But dude, there's so many ways they can go with this, man.
Which is why I'm not worried about the Lamborghinis looking a little bit cartoony, because when it comes to having a racing game, you're not going to use that actual asset. That asset is going to unlock the Lamborghini that you actually race with.
In a perfect world, yes. in VB's world, I don't know. They could give us some PlayStation 1 looking racing game, and just because it's utility, people might suck it up like a wet sock. You know what I'm saying?
You already know that's happening. I'll probably suck it up the first couple days until I find a bunch of bugs in it. All right, let's see who's in the Deep South Handicap, and let's see how much weight they're carrying. I see my horse has been weighed down. They put like 50 pounds on him, y'all. She has no chance. Well, we got the 9 furlong handicap race on a soft track starting in 1 minute and 20 seconds. You got Kookaburra from Grape Syndicate carrying 2 pounds. You got Chupanet from XCOM R&B Stables not carrying any weight at all. Mikey Wagon Wheel, 7 pounds, even though it's only a S minus 7 pounds. That's a lot of weight. White Heat from Space, shout out to Space, carrying 3 pounds over here. It's the favorite right now. Fat Runner, nice name, carrying 6 pounds from Bulls North Stable. You got White Orchestra from Genuine Fantasy Farm, carrying 4 pounds. Here's my horse Eclipse. They weighted her down, y'all. 9 pounds. That's rough. Mo's Bud. Mo's got a bud too. Mo's Bud from JOC's carrying 3 pounds over here. A plus horse. Luxardo Cherry. They even put 2 pounds on an A tier horse. They're weighting them down. Griff the Carpet Shark. We like that horse. We seen that horse win last night. Carrying 7 pounds too. Sorry, Dogs of Anarchy. They are weighting us down. It's going to be interesting to see who pulls ahead on this one because all the good horses are carrying tons of weight. Fat Runner only carrying 6 pounds, and it's a soft horse. Kind of digging on that. White Heat looking good too with only 3 pounds. Let's see. There's one horse not carrying any weight at all, but it's an A minus, so maybe that's why. All right, it's time for the Deep South Handicap. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
Alrighty. Horses are heading to the gate, and I think I'm a few seconds behind you guys. 10 horse field, locked and loaded. And they're racing here in the Deep South Handicap. And it's Chupanet. Chupanet runs out to the lead. Then comes Eclipse along with Mo's Bud, everybody's favorite Bud. Runs along in third. And in fourth, that's Mikey early on, along with White Heat and White Orchestra. White and white as we head past the wire for the first time. And it's Wagon Wheel runner with the blue silks. That's Mikey. Everybody wave to Mikey. Mikey likes it. He really, really likes it as he likes the lead and opens up now by 2. Instantly challenged on the outside. There comes White Heat along with Luxardo Cherry finding common ground and now challenges for the lead. And now it's White Heat back on the rail, back and forth. Monolith Swine, who's it going to be as we head off the back turn, half mile and 48 and change. And it's White Heat. White Heat now continues to show the way over Luxardo Cherry and Mo's Bud. And these 3 are close, and it's tight. So tight, how tight? Tight like a dolphin's butt tight. And it's down the backstretch we go, round and round. Who's going to win this one? And it's White Heat, who still continues to hold strong. And right on cue with the announcer curse, it's Kookaburra. Kookaburra now is the one to catch as he opens up by 3. And it's Mo's Bud with Luxardo Cherry. These 2 are running their own race as they're 7, 8 wide on the track, but that's never stopped them before as Luxardo Cherry cuts the turn like a pro. And into the final 200 we go with Luxardo Cherry the one to catch. Down at the rail, it's Chupanet with Mo's Bud also chasing, but all they can do is watch as Luxardo Cherry pops it over Chupanet and White Heat.
Shout out to NA Stables, gets the win there with Luxardo Cherry. Congratulations on the victory. I'm checking that poll we did earlier. With 23 votes, it says 17% of the chat will be racing during the Real Money Racing beta that's about to start. 30% say no, and more than half of the chat not sure yet. I heard you on that. I think a good idea, if you already own some horses, is at least to put like $10 in there, race a couple $2 races, and try to be selective about what races you want to race, so you have a better chance of winning. I want to talk about...
Okay, now put up another poll real quick.
Yeah, please do.
And put up a poll that says, who will still show up to the streams on Friday and Saturday night? And I want to know the percentage of that compared to the people racing.
What's the point of showing up to the stream if you haven't got any horses racing? I mean, sometimes it's fun to hang out, but I got to compete. I got to be in it. All right, we got the Poojit allowance coming up. I got 2 horses in this race. We got awkward eye contact racing, carrying 4 pounds, and triskaidekaphobia is also in this race. Looks like Michael Diggs got a horse in this race. Jeff is in it. True Stoner's in it. Ben Space is in it. JOC, Alejandro. All the homies are in this race. It's about to go down. It's a 4-furlong sprint. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
All right.
Horses are all in line. And giddy up, away they go. Awkward start for Dunedin Street, but looks to recovered well. There goes Harley Quinn's homie to the lead along with Doodle In. And it's Vault's new friend on the extreme outside. Then comes Notes with Whitford and Lightning to round out your top 6 here as we make our way into the turn. And 4 furlong, right turning the fair on the dirt. Soft track, yakety yak. Don't smoke crack, and we're off the turn, and we're shaking them up and heading for home. And it's Notes now. Notes is the one to catch, but he's got company. Horses to the left of him, horses to the right of him, horses all around on Sunder. It's going to be awkward eye contact. Awkward eye contact with just that to the wire, and it's going to be awkward eye contact, bringing it home for the homies over Notes and Harley Quinn's homie.
Shout out to everybody's favorite. That's awkward eye contact. That's a chat winner. Let's go. Awkward eye contact popped up there at the end and got the victory by a nose, despite carrying a little bit of weight. Notes from Ben Space takes second, and Harley Quinn's homie Jay from JOC gets third. Triskaidekaphobia ended up popping up there at the end a little bit, taking 5th place, which I was surprised on that. My new friend, Vault's new friend down there, last place. That might not have been his distance. All right, we got a little bit of time now, 5 minutes and 30 seconds before the next race. Let me get everything set up. And I want to talk about something real quick after I get it all set up. And this is going to be we're going to get deep for a second.
Oh shit, balls deep. Here we go, chat.
I didn't say that deep, bro. All right, hold on. All right. Got sandwiched. Yeah, you got squeezed out of that one. I got lucky on that last race. He just popped out of nowhere. All right, so let's talk about if we're going to be in some real money racing, and we want to put our horses into the exact perfect races. We've only been talking about looking at these preferences, looking at maybe even past performances. But what you can really do, you can really get in here and dig deep into this stuff by going in and getting out a spreadsheet, creating a spreadsheet, and starting to look at times. You need to be looking at these times right here. So now if you can look at your horse at 9 furlongs and get this time right here, and then go through and look at some of these other races at 9 furlongs, maybe grade 1 and grade 2s, and see what kind of times they're finishing at. And then look at your horse at 11 furlongs, 12 furlongs, 5 furlongs, and compare them again to some of those and see which ones he's closer to. Find out which distance he's getting those best times at. And also, of course, whenever you're breeding, you want to get into those numbers and dig really deep and make sure that you're getting a horse that runs its best time at the same distance as the horse you're breeding with. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but I think it would be advantageous to really get in. I mean, you might even want to, like I said, create a spreadsheet. That way you can get a better feeling of what average times are at different distances and what good times are at different distances, so that you know if your horse is running a good time at a certain distance, so that you can keep running that distance. What do you think, Mo? Good advice?
That's all great advice, yeah. And on top of that, I'm a huge fan of doing my own spreadsheets. And on top of that, always Racer's Edge has good race data. Don't forget, stats will be re-rolled and reset, so any horses that you do own may have a little bit of a different running style. I don't think it's going to be extremely different. I guess if a horse had a bunch of attribute points went to the right spot, it essentially could be super juiced in like a certain, like a start or a finish. But yeah, I mean, you have to race them to find out. I would think with real money, again, it's not monopoly money anymore, so every test is going to cost you, a few bucks.
Yeah, we're going to find out what the cheapest races are, what the most cost-efficient races are, And you're probably going to get into races with the most horses whenever you're racing them for the first time, so you get the most data out of it. Shout out to Michael Diggs. He says his horse is racing in the 836 El Castillo handicap, and he named his horse the Ghost. That's the name of one of my cats. I named my cat, well, I didn't name it. My kid named my cat Ghost. All right, let's check out this Saltpeter handicap, and this is another good example of how you can make some money despite having not some S tier or some S minus horses. This is my horse Shaq. I run Shaq in handicaps almost exclusively. If you can see here, he's been in 6 races, got first and second in 4 of those. The 2 that he didn't get first and second were the only 2 I didn't run him in handicaps. So this is an A+ horse, but it has the great preferences, and he's a winner. He just kicks butt. So I've been running him at different distances. Distance doesn't even matter that much. The fact that he's in this handicap and he's only carrying 2 or 3 pounds compared to the S minuses and the S pluses or S's that he's going against that are carrying more weight, that makes him a winner, and he's been winning a lot for me. Now, this race he might not do so well in. If I can find out where this race is it right here? Yeah, the Saltpeter handicap. Because it ended up raining. I think it was an 80% chance of raining. I couldn't find any other handicaps to get him in. I was hoping I'd get lucky, maybe it wouldn't rain, but it rained. So he's a firm horse. He's going to have trouble against Ali for sure, because Ali has about the same stats here, but is a soft horse and carrying the same amount of weight. So I don't think Shaq's going to win this one, to be honest. But you never know. He might pull it off. Like I said, he's a winner. Open season looking good over here. Only carrying 1 pound from rinsed out racing and has some really nice preferences. So pitted, not carrying any extra weight with some nice preferences too. This could be an interesting one. All these soft horses probably have a chance, but me and Saturday's Child and Blinkers down here, JOC, we might be out of it since we're some firm horses. But it's not like Stormin'. It's not like Sloppy. It's just soft, so it's not too bad. Led Jess says, seems fun. It is fun. It is fun to hang out and do some racing. It's fun to have Mo calling your horse's name. It's fun to come up with some hard names for Mo to pronounce. That's one of my challenges. Need to come up with a supercalifragilistic horse, but it wouldn't fit. I was going to name one of my horses supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Wouldn't fit. JLC says, I'll be popping in and also racing when I can. I was only asking for a friend, Mo. Is it real money with horses we have now, or does it, yeah, it all completely resets? Yeah, and
yeah, everything's resetting.
I've got 2 horses. I got a male and a female. I think they're both A minuses, but they have some bonuses from their PFPs matching whenever they first created those tickets, and whenever they re-roll my stats, there's a chance that they could get bumped up and they could have even better stats than they had during the beta version, or they could have worse. I got a horse just now, don't know how to race. All right, I'll show you exactly how to enter. You're gonna, yeah, let me show you after this race. Led Jess, good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
Yeah, if you are new to the game, make sure you join the Discord. Obviously, follow Vault here on YouTube. Feel free to follow me. Definitely join the PFL Photo Finish Discord.
All right. 12-horse field, full house, everywhere you look. And they're racing here in the Saltpeter handicap. And its broken leg, ironically, breaks well from the outside in front of Shaq. Then it's Prodigy, who's running along here as these top 3 are running by themselves. And it's a break of 4. That's TNT's Sylvie. And it's Stinky Feet Runner there in the orange silks. I can't see his name anymore. It's Super Fi. Super Fi is off to fly as they head for home. It's broken leg, and Prodigy's trying to chase him, but it's broken leg by 3. Broken leg now trying to hang on here down the home stretch, but it's Rock the Casbah's got things to say, and it's broken leg with Rock the Casbah on the outside, but he's going to run out of room, and it's broken leg will Rock the Casbah in open season.
Shout out to Bull North Stable, gets a win with broken leg. He broke a leg and got the win. Yeah, Shaq made a run at the end. I thought he might have grabbed it, but like I said, that's not his conditions that he prefers. He ended up getting 7, so not so great. But I do like Shaq. Shaq's one of my winningest horses. And I've gotten a couple more A pluses with good preferences, and I'm doing the same thing with them, trying to get those horses into handicap races mainly. All right, shout out to Led Jess. Wanted to know how to enter your horses into races. Let me show you what I do. I'm looking for a horse that needs to get into a race like Nightwing or Vader. Vader might be easier to get into a race. One of my new horses. You can see it's ready to race because it has the green there. If you want to find a race for it, what you're looking for really is a race that is running left and the track is dirt. You got some tracks that are turf, some that are dirt, and they can run left or right. So you want left and dirt, and then soft means that he prefers tracks where it's raining as opposed to firm where it's not raining. There's different types of soft like sloppy. There's different types of firm like good or fast. Keep that in mind. But what's nice is this button right here. This link, find recommended races, will pull up all the left dirt races for you. So I'm going to do that for Vader, and since I've never ran him before, I don't know what distance he prefers. You have to run them at different distances to find out, get a feeling of what their preferred distance is, if they're a sprinter or if they're a distance horse. And in this case, I'm just going to try to find a soft track, the one with the most % chance of raining, so that it does rain, so that it goes with his preferences. I could put him in this one, but keep in mind these claiming races, somebody can claim it for like 10,000 Derby and take your horse. So if you don't want your horse to be taken, don't put it in the claiming race. I will put it in a maiden race though. Maiden races are races for horses that have never won a race before, and usually you have less competition in there. So that's my plan with that horse, and that's how you enter horses or find good races to enter. And speaking of claiming races, we got a claiming race getting ready to start in about 20 seconds. The Bourbon maiden claiming. And we got 4 horses in here, including Han Solo, an S-tier horse from Space. I wonder if that horse got claimed. We got Greedy in this race with Bald Eagle. We got Bigfoot Stables. That's Mo Noses in this one. Space has another one. We got all the homies in this race. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put a horse in a maiden race.
It's a claiming.
Yeah, maiden claiming.
All right. Everybody make way for this massive, massive event. Don't know how they fit all the horses in this gate, but we're going to try to do it anyways. And away they go. And the Bourbon Maiden claiming race. And quick in stride, that's Bald Eagle. Runs along in front of Flippy. And it's Han Solo for third with Claro gonna take up the lead here in fourth as we make our way into the opening turn in this 9 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. And it's still opening quarter, 24 and change, but Bald Eagle's already starting to sneak away. And Bald Eagle now opens up by 4 and is the one to catch. Now advancing, that's Flippy, the Bigfoot stable runner, and then it's Claro who starts to challenge as well. Han Solo, not to be outdone, is starting to move up here with the rest of the pack. And Bald Eagle now being challenged. It's a hard-pressed challenge here from Flippy. Somebody better tell Flippy to save some energy here, but they've ran a half mile. And it's 48 and change, but Flippy's the one to catch. Break of 2 down the rail. That's Bald Eagle right on cue, tit for tat. And Bald Eagle takes the lead back. Flippy might have called it a day. No surprise here coming out of that barn. But it's Bald Eagle now. Bald Eagle by 4. Then comes Han Solo. Han Solo, you can barely see what they're doing. But it's another break of 2 as he tries to catch Bald Eagle around the turn. Bald Eagle digging in here. 3/4 and 113, if you know what I mean. We're running out of races for tonight. It's coming down to the wire here, but it's Bald Eagle. Bald Eagle now into the final 200 meters. Han Solo is digging in here now with awkward eye contact and goes right on by as Han Solo is going to pull off the upset here. Well, maybe not. He was even money, but it's Han Solo going to win this one over Bald Eagle and Claro.
Shout out to Ben Space Stables, gets the win with Han Solo. That's a chat winner. Let's go. That's a claiming race. It looks like Base Lab put a claim in on Bald Eagle. That's Greedy's horse. Greedy's horse performed pretty well, but keep in mind, Han Solo was an S-tier horse there. And then Claro gets 3rd place. Somebody was asking, it was JOC, about how to claim horses. And I have claimed horses before. The key to being able to claim a horse is all about the timing, because there's only a certain amount of time when you're actually able to claim the horses. Let's see. Is there a button to view all races? Yes, view more races. All right, so I don't know exactly what that time frame is. Let's see if we can figure it out. Here's a claiming race. Starts in 15 minutes. And let's see, you can place a claim on these. See, place a claim is available on these, and the amount that it costs is dependent on the horse. So if it's dependent on the tier. The S tiers cost more than the S minuses, and I think all the S minuses cost the same. So Dogs of Anarchy has a horse you can claim here. There's a filly with some decent preferences, but it is an A minus. And this is a nice looking horse here from Ben Space with some really nice preferences. Bobby Brown. I don't know if he might beat Whitney, but it's still pretty something you could claim. So that's how you claim. But once it gets to 10 minutes before the race, you can no longer claim. There we go. There we go. I was considering claiming one of those races, but it's about to be, this beta is going to be over in a minute anyway, so no reason to hop into a new horse and try to learn distance for a new horse. All right, let's get the next race pulled up. We got it. That's not it. What is that? That's an old race. I'm working on it. Give me a second. We got a race starting in 3 minutes, and I'm in it. I just got to get it pulled back up. Give me a second.
I think the golden rod was going off.
Oh, there was a race going on then. Okay. See, the race pulled up and I didn't know what was happening. Let me pull that up for them, and you can go ahead and call it. They're going around the first turn. Here we go.
Yep.
All right. We now join this race in progress. For those of you watching Three's Company, come and knock on our door as we tune into the final furlong. As it's Lunga Distanza who tries to take this one over Bourbon Street, and it's ended line down the center of the track, and Gajas Grucius put its Lagunda Distanza over Bourbon Street, and these 2, 3, 4 to the wire. It's going to be Ministrel from the center of the track, gonna poke a nose in front and win it over Lunga Distanza and Bourbon Street.
Caught the
in
last.
what is known as the Wimbledon Turf Derby.
Yeah, it was all his horses in that one. He got first, second, and third too, and we caught the last 3 furlongs of that one. Sorry about that. The Minstrel gets the win. Let's get the next race pulled up so we don't miss the beginning. I know it was about 3 minutes before it began, so it should be by now to about a minute before it starts. Let's see.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah,
I got.
good. Yeah. Revolutionary Heritage Allowance is coming up next. We will check to see which horses are in that one. And just as soon as it pulls up, 8 furlong race. Looks like I got a horse in this race as well. And the track is yielding. We got Thin to Win from Frisco Stables, Jumpin' Jack Rider from Base Lab, Pinocchio's Pickle from JOC. I knew you did say you were going to name one of your horses Pinocchio's Pickle, and he wasn't lying. Jaunty Spider from Space, looking good with these preferences. Mr. Bach from Fantasia Alberon, Lucky's Walter from Get Wrecked, Zephside from Spaced. Greedy Racing's got a horse in here named Flame, I don't know, Mo. What, Flame Rouge? Rouge? I don't know. It's too French for me. And then here's my horse, Lost in the Fog. I thought this horse was going to be a champion. It's won 1 race out of 4 so far. Hopefully it pulls the win here. I'm hoping for a victory in this race from my horse, Lost in the Fog. Do you know how to pronounce Greedy's horse, Mo? Flamme. Rouge. Is that some kind of shampoo again? I know you know.
Flam Rouge.
Oh,
Flam Rogue.
That's super French. That's what I like. Let's get real French with it. All right, this race
Flam
starts
Rouge.
in about 35 seconds, guys. We got a few more races tonight. Saturday night, the race ends in about 30 minutes, and we'll be live again next weekend, but I don't even know exactly what's going to be going down next weekend, because by then I think this beta version will have ended and we will have started that 4-week real racing money only beta, and we're not exactly sure what all to expect. JLC just claimed Bobby Brown, going to make him take his anger out on the track. Let's go. Yeah, as long as you give him the right white substance before the race, he should do just fine. All right, it's race time. Good luck if you're in it.
Alrighty. As the sun sets on another beta, we make our way to the track one more time. Few races left on the card. 9-horse field, here we go. And they're racing here in the Revolutionary Heritage Allowance. And it's Flamme Rouge. They just wanted to hear me say it. And it's Flamme Rouge who runs over Lost in the Fog, then bend the wind down at the rail. Back for 4th, that's Zephside in between horses with Mr. Brock. And then it's Jaunty Spider who rounds out the leaderboard as they make their way around the first clubhouse turn, and it's Greedy Racing, runner in pink, Flamme Rouge. Flamme Rouge is the one to catch, and it's Lost in the Fog. And I don't even know if that tongue roll is French, but I'm pretty sure it is, at least according to Ruffles. But as we join this race back in progress now, it's Flamme Rouge who still shows the way here by 2 over chasing Mr. Brock. And another break of 3, that's Lost in the Fog on the far outside within the wind, who's now getting bumped here down on the rail by Jumpin' Jack Ryder. One more break, that's Zepseed. Zepseed could have some horse here if good enough today. Half miles, 47 and change. Quick fractions here as Flamme Rouge is still waiting to be challenged, making it look easy. But hold up, it's Mr. Brock. Mr. Brock may have things to say about that, as Mr. Brock still tries to pull up on the outside, and now might have found some ground here into the turn. Oh yes, it's Mr. Brock. Mr. Brock showing determination and domination over Flamme Rouge and takes the lead. But can he hold it? And Jumpin' Jack Ritter is flying down from the rail, with Mr. Brock trying to hang on here. Hold steady, Mr. Brock. But it's going to be Jumpin' Jack Ryder with Mr. Brock, and it's going to be Mr. Brock winning this one over Jumpin' Jack Ryder and Flamme Rouge.
Mr. Brock gets the win from that Fantasia Alberon stable, and I don't know what's wrong with it. Lost in the Fog horse. I could have swore that horse was going to be like 10 and 10 when every race that it was in, and I can't even get it into the top 3. Maybe I need to try it at some different distances. I've only ran it a few races. It's going to take, how many races do you think before you have determined the perfect distance to run your horse at, Mo?
I don't know, maybe 6 to 8.
Yeah, so that's not bad. Maybe even less whenever you're doing real money racing. You want to do it as soon as possible. All right, guys, we got a maiden race coming up. This is going to be one of my new horses. Quantum Mania is racing in this one, my new S+ tier horse. I'm excited about this one as well. Tara Bode is in this race from Blue Moon Stables. We got Win a Biscuit from Mick Wacky Racers, Firebrand from Elon Stables, Sassy Doc from Roloff the Bandito, Boss Matilda from Blue Moon Stables. My horse is Quantum Mania. We got Trauma Response. Lots of S+'s in this one from Roloff. We got Fleek Figure from Drop Stable. Back to the Future. That's a good horse name from Get Wrecked. Lambo from Dane K. Go Lambo. Gas from Get Wrecked. And Slam Mutter from Dawn Star Racing. Some nicely named horses. And this 4 furlong sprint's going to go fast. Good luck if you're in it. It's race time. Congrats, Brady.
All right. Welcome back to the track, Jack, as we head out to the gate. Another beautiful day here. Horse field, full house, and they're rolling here in the Sooner Maiden. And just like that, it's Lambo. Lambo runs out to the lead, but quickly challenged by Boss Matilda and Terrible down on the rail. As these 3 run out, well, Terrible might be out of it early, as Lambo and Boss Matilda are going to be the 2 to chase here as they run around the first and only turn in this 4 furlong right turning affair. But it's Boss Matilda now down the center of the track with Lambo down on the outside. And also here comes new challenger, it's Trauma Response. And Trauma Response easily takes the lead here into the final 100. But hold up, it's Fleek Figure. Fleek Figure trying to show off here, but not gonna nail this one as Trauma Response fends off the challenger of Fleek Figure and Quantum Mania.
Shout out to Woloff the Bandito, friend of the stream, gets the win there with Trauma Response. A lot of fast horses in that race. My horse was able to get in 3rd there. Not bad at all. I'm happy with that for this first run.
Good finish.
What's up?
It was a good finish.
Yeah, it was a good finish at the end. He had a nice run, but there was 4 S+ horses in there, so that was a tough one to even get onto the podium with. We got 2 minutes before the El Castillo handicap, and I know a couple of the homies in the chat are in this race. Let's get it pulled up and queued up and ready to go. My Lambo broke down. Yeah, the Lambo started off good. He had some nice acceleration at the beginning, but then, yeah, he broke down. Lambo lost the will. Let's see, we got several more races tonight. We got the El Castillo handicap. I'm not sure if I'm in anything more tonight. I don't think we have time to bet on this one yet either. Nope, starts in 1 minute and 30 seconds. But we got one of our favorite horses. I love Vault and Mo in the one spot in this race, carrying 4 pounds. Base Labs horse bouncing base with 5 pounds, but some nice preferences. Who Shot You? We've seen that horse race many times on the stream with 5 pounds from Alejandro. Fancy Silver has been Space horse, carrying no extra weight, and the favorite. We got the Ghost from Michael Diggs, Steeds of Shaolin. I like the name of his stable, the Ghost. All white horse, that makes sense. It's going to be a cool looking horse. He's got a nice record too, 9, 2, 3, and 1. Recite SS from Revere Ranch, carrying 2 pounds. Ignore the Noise from Genuine Fantasy Farm, 5 pounds and some nice preferences. SS Romulus from Revere Ranch as well, 5 pounds. And Cyber Bandit, A+ horse, carrying 3 pounds, has some nice preferences. Let's see, is it yield? Oh, it's a yielding track. When it's a yielding track, that's like halfway between firm and soft. And according to Mo, from what he hears, this shouldn't play any factor at all into the results. So whether it's a horse with 3 stars on soft, 3 stars on firm, no stars on soft, no stars on firm, shouldn't make a difference at all. So it's the other 2 stats that are going to matter here. And it's a left turf, so of course if you're betting on this one, you want to go through and make sure all these horses prefer left turf races. And you might want to look at the horses that have the best stars on those 2. But of course, keep in mind, handicap, and some of them are carrying extra weight. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
Alright, hey, it's raining again. Color me surprised, but we're going to make them run anyway. Nine-horse field, indicate. And they're racing here in the El Castillo handicap. It's Fancy Silver. Fancy Silver runs out to the lead along with Cyber Bandit on the outside. And down on the rails, Bouncing Base, followed by Ignore the Noise on the inside, with SS Romulus bouncing back and forth. And I Love Mo and Vault is riding the rails on the crazy train down there to round out the top 6. Opening quarters in the books, 24 and change. Modest pace, there in no rush. But Fancy Silver now instantly challenged by Ignore the Noise and SS Romulus, as these 2 now want to run out to show the way down the backstretch. In this 8 furlong left turning affair on the turf, Ignore the Noise carrying 5 pounds, as is SS Romulus, and Fancy Silver not carrying anything at even money. Shows what the bettors know here as we make our way into the far turn. 47 and change, picking up the pace here. But SS Romulus now has left behind all challengers and runs alone here by 2.5, make it 3 now. With Fancy Silver starting to lose steam, but now here comes Who Shot Ya? Who Shot Ya starting to find their best race here late. Off the turn we go. It's SS Romulus trying to hold on, but it's Who Shot Ya? Who Shot Ya now? Now Ignore the Noise as well on the inside, as these 2 are going to take us past the big cement balls into the final 100, and they're going to try to hold on, but it's Ignore the Noise one more time, one more bid, but it's Who Shot Ya going to hold on with a determining run over Ignore the Noise and Bouncing Base.
Let's go. Who Shot You? But you punks didn't finish. Alejandro Stables gets the win. Congratulations. That's a chat winner. Let's go. We had a lot of chat winners tonight. I had a lot of horses in races tonight. I only got 1 chat winner personally, but I didn't get my best horses in the races tonight. All right, let's get the next race pulled up and ready to go. And I did want to mention that I think you made a reference that nobody caught, because nobody should catch it because it's so
Yep.
old and obscure. But I caught it. Was that a Perfect Strangers reference?
Oh, Don't Be Ridiculous, Cousin Larry, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be ridiculous, Cousin Larry. That's old Balky. Yeah, I know.
Now
about
we are
Perfect
so happy
Strangers.
we do the dance of joy. Die, 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 die,
You guys
die,
probably
die.
don't know what we're talking about. It's a
hey.
80s, I would say early 90s, late 80s show.
Late
TV
80s, late 80s.
Yeah. Perfect Strangers. Yeah, with Balky. That was a great show. I used to watch it all the time. All right,
You
guys.
know what show was a spin-off from
What's-
Perfect Strangers?
No, I didn't know there was one.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Did I do that?
How? Because that copy-
Harriet worked in the building with Balky and Larry at the Chronicle.
Wow.
She worked there, and then Carl came in for a few episodes, and they had such good rapport with the people. that yeah, they got their own show. And even going deeper than that, because I just got done with all 9 seasons of Perfect Strangers. I mean Family Matters.
Oh,
And come to find out that they turned that into like the Steve Urkel show, and everybody hated Julia White. So
oh really?
oh yeah, it was crazy controversy. I'm getting ready to watch the reunion tonight. I'm gonna see how it all pans out.
Learn something new every time you come to Saturday night at the races. It's race time. Good luck, guys.
Yes, sir. Still looking for another classic show to watch next. Already watched Three's Company, Family Matters. I think I'm going to do Wonder Years. Chime in, chat. But we're racing here, and the Cardinal claiming in the meantime is Red Rover. Red Rover runs out to the lead, joined by Soulmate and Midnight Aces as a D3 run out. Then it's All My Life down at the rail with Holy Diver on the outside. And it's Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown looking to smack somebody around. But currently in 6th, he's got some room to make up here as they head around the first and only turn in this 4th furlong affair. Here we go. As we run down the home stretch now, it's Red Rover. Red Rover trying to take over and bring them wire to wire. But it's Soulmate down the center of the track. Looks to make some room, make some noise. But it's Sumo down the rail, Soulmate down the middle. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Soulmate over Bobby Brown. He's humping around over Red Rover.
Shout out to a new stable, Stable Jabber. Haven't seen that stable before. Gets the win in the claiming race over good old Bobby Brown. And I think somebody in the chat was able to claim Bobby Brown. Ben Space is the stable that ran it. And Stable Jabber with Soulmate gets the win. Yeah, poor Michael Diggs was in that race, but the rain killed him. We got another race starting in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And it is the Cowboy allowance. And then we got the Copper Maiden tonight. And then the Louisiana handicap. Looks like about 3 more races tonight. A couple of, 1 maiden, 1 handicap, and 1 allowance. 2 of them are 4 furlongs though, so we're gonna have some sprints going down. And let's see if we can find out what the conditions are for next week's Derby race. Are they even gonna? Looks like they have races for next week's Derby race. Why would they have qualifiers if they're in it? What do you think, Mo?
If I had to guess, I would chalk it up to just their software rolling over every week.
Yeah,
running these races. Yeah. I think because it's gonna be a manual pull the plug type of deal, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
And they might not even be totally confirmed and set to go, you know, live this week. Maybe something comes up, we don't know. So I guess they figured it's best just to generate everything and let it roll and see what happens.
Absolutely. We got a couple of suggestions for you in the chat. Married with Children. That's a good one. There's no way in the world that Married with Children could exist today. Am I wrong?
No shot. The problem with Married with Children, maybe people disagree, it just got really awkward really quickly. Like, even Family Matters, I noticed that too. Like, after like season 4 or 5, it just got weird. You know?
Yeah, you can only
still continue to watch it,
so many times before you start to feel bad for Meg.
Yeah, like I watched Three's Company, and Three's Company, like even though they replaced Chrissy and then her cousin, and then they brought in Terry the nurse, but even that show, right? I never felt like that show. I'm like, oh, I wish this show would just end already, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Because it didn't go for 9, 10 seasons like some of these other shows do. It's hard to watch for that long.
Those old sitcoms, though, I mean, that's so super corny. It's really hard for me to watch. Like, you know exactly what's going to happen as soon as the episode begins. You know the whole plot line already. Not even because you've seen it already, but because all the 80 shows, every episode kind of has the same plot line. Like, there's a plot line you've seen before. That's why I can't really get into scripted TV too much. Even CSI, I'm like, you know what's going to happen. The dude's going to, not only is the guy that you think did it, or there's a twist, but they're going to admit that they did it so that everybody who's watching feels that confirmation. It's annoying to me.
That's why I told you to watch MILF Manor, man. That's an unscripted show. MILF Manor's the bomb.
I've been hearing some people joking around about MILF Manor. Apparently, it's not a good show to watch, is what I'm hearing. Ronnie Light says
it's awesome.
It's not possible to make with all this woke stuff. No, not Married with Children for sure. But something I mentioned in the chat, my favorite TV show of all time was Heroes. Did you ever watch Heroes? Especially season 1. Season 1 was like the best season of TV, in my opinion, ever.
I watched season 1, yeah. I enjoyed season 1. It came because the whole like Save the Cheerleader campaign. Like, it was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tuned in and out, and they did like the Heroes, Villains, like the spinoff or whatever.
Did they do a spinoff? I think they might have did a spinoff. I know there was 4
Yeah, it
seasons.
is some sort of weird
And for
thing.
me, it was season 1 was awesome. Season 2 was awesome. Season 3 was pretty great. Season 4 was complete trash. And that was the last season. Season 4 was horrible. Shout out to Fully in the chat. JLC says Fresh Prince still the one funniest. I could probably watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air all day. That's a good show.
I did a full Fresh Prince watch through like 2 years ago.
Nice, nice. Ronnie Light says
I've done Home Improvement. Home Improvement's one of my favorite sitcoms of all time.
That's another one that'd be kind of hard to watch. Curb Your Enthusiasm is one of the only unscripted TV shows. I've been watching some clips of that on YouTube. I've never watched that show itself, but it does seem like those guys are kind of funny. A lot of sarcasm, but I like sarcasm, so that'd probably be all right with me. Superhero show before all the Marvel stuff. Yeah, Heroes. Yeah, I loved Heroes. The Japanese guy, Hiro Nakamura. Wait, Hiro Nakamura? I think it's Hiro Nakamura. Yeah.
Hey, Dennis got some good improvements, man. Good
Taxi?
recommendations, rather. Taxi's a good one.
I thought that was a movie with Robert De Niro.
No, it's Taxi Driver.
Oh, those are 2 different things?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other shows. Family Ties, I was digging Family Ties. Michael J. Fox was always one that I watched growing up.
I've liked Family Ties growing up, and I've, like, I don't know if you watched, like, Nick at Night, but whenever I was working at night, like, doing stuff on the computer or whatever, come home late all messed up, I would always watch Nick at Night and just throw on, like, the old shows. The more I watch Family Ties again, I'm like, I don't really think I ever liked that show.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think I did.
Yeah,
Same thing with MASH. Like, the MASH, I wasn't a big fan of MASH.
that was a little bit before my time. My parents watched Smash, so I could never get into it because I was like, that's my parents' show. Jeff's right, though.
Ooh,
That
Jeff.
70s show, I was all about that 70s show. I was a little older when that
70
came
show
out.
was dope.
But yeah, that's one you could sit there and watch like on Hulu and watch back-to-back episodes. I'm really big into Shark Tank. That's the kind of stuff I like to watch.
Oh,
And
I
if
love Shark
I
Tank.
love
Yeah.
Shark Tank, and if I'm gonna do like a seasons, I will start at like Survivor, whatever season I'm on, season 8, and watch that. I love Survivor and Big Brother. Those are fun for me to watch.
I like Survivor. I like to watch, like, cooking shows, especially, like, cooking shows with a twist.
I can't
There's
watch
one called
cooking
Rattin'.
shows. They
Yeah, there's
all
one called
every
Rat in the
cooking
Kitchen.
show, every single cooking show has Gordon Ramsay in it. I'm tired of the guy. I mean, I guess
Well, I
he's
love
cool,
Gordon
but
Ramsay,
come
but-
on. I don't need to see him on every show ever made. All right, it's race time. Good luck if you're in the Cowboy allowance.
Well, Gordon Ramsay actually isn't in Rat in the Kitchen. That show is hilarious. The French guy who looks like Ray Romano.
All right, we now interrupt this classic TV break for another horse race. 3 more left on the card, if I remember correctly. And they're off here in the Cowboy allowance. It's Baby Bass, Baby Got Back, Baby Got Bass runs out to lead along with Jewel Surprise. And down the rail, that's Straight to the Heart, followed by Mold Ellen. And in 5th, that's Rap Chappie and J.O.'s Beauty is going to round out the top 6 here on the leaderboard as they head around the turn. Opening quarter in 22 and change, and it's Baby Bass continues to hold strong here, but has a challenger down at the rail with Mold Ellen, and Mold Ellen goes right on by as Baby Bass is called it a day. Rap Chappie on the outside, but Jewel Surprise also found another gear into the final meters. Hold up, it's going to be Mold Ellen or Jewel Surprise, and Mold Ellen's going to hold on over Jewel Surprise and Rap Chappie.
Shout out to OEB Racing, gets first place and second place there in that 4 furlong sprint. Winner there was Moldellen, sorry. And Jewel Surprise takes second. Zaza in a new stable gets third with Wrapped Chappie. All right,
The
guys.
90s show, by the way, somebody mentioned it in chatting with Ronnie. That 90s show is actually pretty good. I hated the pilot episode, but I found the kids were super annoying, but they weren't as annoying in the last 9 episodes, whatever it was.
So
Pretty
is that
good.
all new actors in the 90s show, or are they rebooting the 70s show?
Well, they kind of sold it as a reboot, at least the preview that I saw. But then I was, mistaken. They use the old cast, but it's basically like Red and Kitty have like the granddaughter instead of having like Eric. So yeah, like I don't want to ruin too much. I don't want to say too much about the storyline, but yeah, it's I don't know. I definitely thought it was. I thought it was worth it was a good watch for me.
JOC said he didn't make it through the first 10 minutes, but since you liked it, he'll give it a second try. That's not one I've ever seen even available for me. I don't know if that's on Hulu. I got Hulu and I got Paramount Plus. I did have Disney Plus. I think my Disney Plus ran out from the Golden Moments drop. I had it for a year from getting the Golden Moments drop. That was the utility of that NFT, which is really dope because I like Disney Plus, but I haven't watched it in like 3 or 4 months. Had some good movies on there. I've been trying to get my kid to watch The Goonies with me, and that's a drop on
That's
my
a good one.
Yeah, I love me some Goonies.
Yeah, I think 90 Show is on Netflix, I believe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I
But
got Netflix too.
somebody else mentioned it too. Like if you can get past episode 1, which is if you watch a lot of like sitcoms and shows, a lot of sitcoms they have like sometimes 2 or 3 different pilots that are shot. You know what I mean? So a lot of times the pilots are really awkward. And then yeah, like character development, like Ronnie said, like in episode 2 and 3, by the time you get to like the little Asian dude with Grandma Kitty, oh man, like deeper, I'm telling you, just give it a watch, man. If you like the original '70s show, give it a watch because it's worth it.
Surprisingly, I also actually saw that show that Dennis O'Connor's talking about. I think it's like a Netflix exclusive, but I used to watch The Ranch. It has Ashton Kutcher in it, and it was pretty good.
Yo, The Ranch.
Shout out NFT Me News. It's race time. Go ahead, tell them about The Ranch.
So good, man. Oh, I love Sam Elliott. I love everything about that show except the fact they had to get rid of Hyde because of his lawsuit stuff.
Oh boy, we got another race. Whoops, my bad. All right, here we are in the Copper Maiden. Giddy up. They're racing here. And Good Vibes runs out along with Cappuccino and Diamond Dog as these 3 are running into the opening turn. And comes Conquest, followed by Dona Pepa is in 5th, and Tofambre. Tofambre is going to round out the top leaderboard here as they make their way around the clubhouse turn. Heading 8 furlongs on the dirt. Track is good. Diamond Dog is better than the rest here early on as Diamond Dog continues to hold a half-length lead over Cappuccino. And it's Good Vibes who gets jostled around there in between horses and slides back to 3rd. Only horse with money on him. He's here at 1-to-1 even money. Now moves back up into 2nd. Oh, and even takes the lead. Look at that. And the more you talk about him, the faster they run. Look at that. Crazy times here as we make our way down the backstretch, and I'm searching for things to say. Half miles in the books, 48 and change, modest pace. And now that we stop talking about Good Vibes, he has been overtaken. It's Diamond Dog. Diamond Dog once again now had the way, but Cappuccino yoinks it right back. We got a lot of action here, a lot of rubber band back and forth as the racing intensifies into the home stretch. 3 quarters in 112, and it's Cappuccino. Cappuccino is really making me regret not making more coffee tonight, but Cappuccino's trying to hold on. Down the center of the track, it's Good Vibes with another surge, and Sunny D is the new competitor. And Sunny D does not have what it takes. I take it back. But Cappuccino does, as Cappuccino is going to win this one with ease over Good Vibes and Sunny D. Where's the purple stuff?
Where's the purple? I love that commercial. Shout out to Get Wrecked. Get Wrecked gets the win. The new stable Get Wrecked with his horse. I already forgot, but give me a second. It's Cappuccino. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell Cappuccino, but it's a winner. That's a winner right there. Congratulations to Get Wrecked Stables. We got a time for about 1 more race tonight. A good idea, not only as we mentioned, is to join the Photo Finish Live Discord server, but also if you're in my Discord server, I have a Photo Finish Live channel, and I'll be posting updates about if they decide to post a date on when beta version 2 is going to end, so that everybody knows, and also when Real Money Live Racing or any other updates. Just post something if you're in there. If you're somebody who has horses or wants to get into Photo Finish Live Racing, let me go in here and show you. NFT Me News says, you got a horse racing tonight? Yeah, I had several races tonight. We started at 7 o'clock. Don't mind that GIF, whoever posted that. Appreciate you, bro. We started at 7 o'clock. We go every Friday and Saturday night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So we've had several races tonight. I think I got 1 win during this race. But yeah, this is the Photo Finish Live channel. And if you just type anything in here, this is Guy Van Tyke. He's the guy from GVT. He gives you, anybody who has questions, he comes in here and helps people out. But what I'll do, though, is if you're a Photo Finish racer, I'll give you the role of Photo Finish so that I can tag everybody in Photo Finish like I do on race days. So whenever I have an update on beta version 2, or the Real Money Racing, I can tag all you guys and you'll get that message and you'll know about the update. So that's one way to get information about what's going on since we're about to end beta version 2 and start beta version 1. It's race time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the nightcap. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And they're racing here in the Louisiana handicap, and it's G-Man Labs. G-Man Labs runs out to the lead along with Ginger Wine. In comes Wide-Eye Wanderer, who now starts to advance up in the second, along with Fusa, Lighted Up, and Samurai Fusa is taking up the rear here as they make their way around the first and only turn. This is a 4-furlong left-turning affair on the turf. Track is good, but G-Man Labs is better. And G-Man Labs now tries to attack the lead, but it might have been an early attempt. And Wide-Eye Wanderer now continues on as we make our way past the final 100 meters. And it's Wide-Eye Wanderer with Ginger Wine in chase mode. And it's not going to get him today. It's going to be Wide-Eye Wanderer bringing this one home over Ginger Wine and G-Man Labs.
Shout out to Rinsed Out Racing, gets another win here on what may happen to be the final race of beta version 2 as it pertains to this live stream anyway. JLC says, will we be able to buy the horses with Derby still, or will everything be real money moving forward? We know for the next 4 weeks, everything is going to be real money moving forward, and then they're probably going to end that quick real money only beta version, just a quick 4-week version to test out the real money racing, and then whenever they go live, I'm not 100% sure. Bo, what do you think? Are they going to be all real money racing, or are people going to be able to buy horses with Derby still?
I mean, again, some sort of Derby entry with like a free-to-play side of it. Again, I don't think they're ruling it out. I don't know how likely it is we'll see it, when the game comes out in April that they're shooting for. But yeah, for the next 4 weeks, it's primarily going to be real money, racing, real money wagering, and we're really going to test out how this economy is going to look, when the game goes live. So,
Yeah,
even if you're not racing, come hang out, maybe do some wagering if it's legal in your area. Just come hang out. Because like I said, we still call the races. We still bring eyes to the project. It's still beneficial for all of us long term. Even for people hanging out in the chat, the big people in Discord know who you guys are too. And, when the time comes to breed some real money horses, it's going to be nice to know people in this ecosystem. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go. I like the sound of that. Shout out to Tucson Collectibles is in the chat. I'm showing you how to fund your wallet here in case you're wondering. If you go through this whole process, you'll have to use a Phantom wallet is what I use to add USDC. They really need to do like Zed Run did, where you can buy the USDC through the website with a debit or a credit card. That would be probably a little bit easier. You're not able to do that, Mo?
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, they could do that, but that doesn't even help me because New York State never allows that for any of those purchases.
I see. Shout out to Yada Dog. Let's go. Thank you, my man Yada Dog, for being a member of my channel for 10 months now. I appreciate your support. Hopefully it pays off for you tomorrow. We're about to end the stream now, but tomorrow we got a big giant drop. It's Lamborghini dropping on VV at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm definitely going to be live for that drop. I'm hoping to make some money off that drop or flipping in the market. Jenna says, my dad used to take me to the track when I was a kid and tell me it was a horse zoo. Interesting. I took my kid up to the track. I never had to lie to him. I was just like, these horses are racing and I'm about to bet on them. All right, guys.
Yeah, man. One more thing before we go, for anybody that's still hanging.
Sure.
Again, if you guys have friends, people that in the community, for a while, I mean, I do it, especially in this game and other games. I mean, I just find people to partner up with, So if the prices are going to be too high, then again, form some sort of, DAO syndication type deal where you guys are all equal partners and, take it from there. But yeah, man, this was fun. I appreciate it as always, and hopefully I'm awake for the Lambo drop tomorrow.
You better be awake. Set that alarm. Thank you, Yada Dog, for the super chat. Let's go. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, that's really a good idea. Whether it's in the Photo Finish Live Discord server or my Photo Finish Live channel of my Discord server, getting together with other people so that you can buy maybe like a $200 horse, but 10 people put in $20. That's a lot better than putting in $200. I wouldn't mind putting in $20 to play the game like this. That's just pocket change or whatever. JLC
well, that's what I'm saying.
Appreciate you. So, all right, yeah, Bo, great job calling the races tonight, man. I appreciate you doing these live streams with me. We're going to be live again next weekend, and it's going to be super interesting, so you probably want to check it out Friday and Saturday night, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Anything you want to leave them with, Mo?
Oh, yeah.
Why'd I even ask? All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all next week.